Hey everybody, welcome along to the Transatlantic live stream. And today, of course, as per normal, being a Transatlantic live stream here on London Bridge Bricks, we also get the honour of my co-host, Brandon from BRICK HIVE. Hey Brandon.
Hello.
Welcome
How
on,
are
mate.
you?
Great to have you here. Hey everybody, welcome along. We've got Windsor Bricker here and we've got Kittenville as well, who apparently is at home at the moment.
Oh, real quick, I just wanted to mention to Kittenville about that Bumblebee movie. The beginning of that, I think it's the beginning where you get to see all the old school Transformers. That was awesome.
Is that from the 80s back then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Really cool.
Soundwave, my best one. You're the man.
What's up, Winterbreaker?
Anyway, talking of men, this is a special one because we've got a guest with us this time. And how can I put this? If there was a superpower out there, Brandon, that was something along the lines of the superpower being able to break news before anyone can, this man would be that superhero. And it's Mr. Breaking News himself, brother from another brick.
Yes, that was a perfect intro. You know, I feel so good about myself right now, so thank you.
And I gotta tell you, BFAB honestly is the first person that pops up, man, when news breaks.
Yeah.
BFAB arrived.
BFAB's on it. Dun, dun, dun. BFAB, I want to know, when you do your roundup of your news, do you get like a few sheets of paper and just go like that on the desk as you do it?
So when I'm trying to do a news video, it really depends. Like if I'm doing like an analysis video, I'll like write some brief notes or whatever. If it's more like a description video where I just talk about information, I do take some brief notes. But most of the time I just, look at the image and quickly try to analyze it. So,
Yeah. Well, it's pretty good, mate. I mean, there's some good stuff coming out. That's for sure. And
yeah, for sure.
I mean, this week alone, we've had darts, bits and pieces around that. You've had, I think the biggest news of the week is probably going to be all the Star Wars stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, like the Razor Crest and, brick heads and stuff, whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah. And what did you think? I don't know, Brandon, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but BFAB's obviously covered it. And that is the DO or the Do Android, or droid, I should say. From
Dude, I'm digging it. I don't know for sure. I'd have to look at it to make a really solid opinion about the price.
Yeah.
But it looks great, man. And I commented, I agreed with BFAB in his video that they did a really good job, like with the curves and the smoothness and the shapes, like making it look really good.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Like that bottom part of it is actually Lego because of how smooth it is. So,
and I can't figure like the size out. Like I know it's not small, but I know it's not big. I'm trying to figure out like that's why I really want to see it. You know what I mean?
It's a little bit smaller than the BB-8, but it's still kind of like taller. I believe it's taller than the BB-8, but it's kind of smaller in scale. But it's a $70 set, and that's the thing that kind of bothers me. It's only like 500 something pieces. That being said, I'm still gonna buy it. So. Yeah,
me too. And the thing was though, with Yoda, and there's one I made earlier, he actually was really good value for the amount of bricks. It was like something like £90, but it was for I'm sure it was way over 1,000 bricks or so. So it was good value.
Yeah, like 1,200, I think.
That's it.
Over that. It's not exactly that.
I feel that if you have been collecting these particular types of sets, then this is a must-have. Like you've got to have it. I mean, especially if you've gone even further back and you had like the R2 units, the R2D2, and you know what I mean? Like now you got a set of droids right there.
Yeah,
I definitely, and I've got to say, I got into these ones. I've got the BB-8 yet to do, but Porgs, that's a contentious subject at best. But I have to say, the build was really clever. It was a cool little build. It's not every day you get to build something that resembles a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken in Lego form. So I go for it any day. Who we got in the chat? We've got loads of people in. We've got Garligade in the house. Hey, Garligade, welcome along. Good to see you. Bricks in Lithuania. And we've also got Showtime is my time. Hey, good to see you, mate.
Welcome. Hi, Showtime.
Welcome. What's going on, Sky and Garligade and all you other beautiful people that I didn't say your name?
I got to say, right, weekends and stuff like that, I would genuinely miss you guys and girls out there if we wasn't doing stuff like this, which is why I always make a point of every Sunday, whether or not it's just in the background or whatever I'm doing or something, it's always there. is your Good Morning America show. Notoriously.
Good Morning America. I love it.
Yeah, I don't want to keep it just exclusive, to America.
Good Morning America, Brick World, all these kind of stuff. I mean, Brick World, God, the American.
You might get sued for that name if he changes it to Good Morning America.
They'd probably sue me. What is it? Is it ABC? I don't know if it's ABC or NBC. One of them, they'd throw a lawsuit on me. You can't use that.
I saw someone on YouTube earlier on, and they've got like this. They've made up this comic effectively out of stuff from the DC world, and it's all kind of like these. I don't know what they are. They're like flyers and stuff like that, and they've put it together, and it's just a coffee shop thing. But the first thing he's tweeted out is, "Hey DC Comics, I hope you don't sue me," and blah blah blah. But looking through it does. He's kind of asking for it here, but he's holding his hands up. But I guess there may be ways around that. So
Hi, Blindside Bricks.
Yeah, Blindside Bricks. You know, I only met Blindside Bricks last night when Buttchop was doing a stream, just randomly doing the stream. So it was great to meet you last night, Blindside. Good to meet you.
I've missed a lot of streams this week. I have been a little absent, doing a lot of other stuff.
Well, don't tell me. You've probably been doing some vlogs and watching BFAB breaking news.
It does take up a lot of my time.
I'll
tell you what, though. Last night I was editing my vlog, my weekly vlog, and man, dude, that is such a long process. Yeah, dude, it's a long process just uploading all the clips off my phone, because I always have around 50 clips that I got to go through and edit. So
wow.
Yeah, I feel like I should just start doing the news. You know what I mean?
Do it. I tell you what, I was doing the news today, and
no, I'm not doing the news, man.
No,
that's not my forte.
the retakes alone, because and I tell you what's worth. At least when you're doing audio and stuff like that, you can just redo it really quickly and all that kind of stuff. But when you're videoing, and there's nothing worse than kind of doing almost like a half an A4 sheet of script, and then you get one word wrong or something like that, and you're like, oh, I've got to do it again. And 50 takes later, you've done something that takes literally will be on YouTube for 20 seconds or something like that. It's amazing how long it takes. Did you find that, BFAB, when you're doing all your new stuff? I mean, is there a part of you that says, oh my God, I've got to get this news out super quick? Or is there a part of you that says, okay, well, let's look into this, just dig a little bit deeper, make sure this is real news and not fake news and stuff like that?
I've had that problem where I've accidentally posted fake news before in the past, but I usually try to make sure everything's legit, right? Now that the more known for leaking I get in the LEGO community, the more that people will reach out to me and give me news. Example, the Razor Crest, I had images of that set 2 days before it came out, right? Wow. I was one of 4 people that had seen the images. But I didn't see the image with minifigs. So I got a picture of the Razor Crest without the minifig. So I got one of the stock photos or whatever. But people will send you stuff in advance, or they'll let you know. I made a video first when Series 20 was rumored, and I said, hey, there's going to be a Chase minifig, right? And then 2 days later, one of my guys is hey, that's not true information, take it down. So I took down the video, and I made a community post saying, hey, this is not real information. But as a leaker and a news person, you got to kind of jump on things extremely fast. Because I'm competing with the bigger YouTubers like the Just Too Good or the Ash and Flash, and they have a huge audience. If I don't beat them by an hour, my video usually doesn't do that well. Yeah. So yeah.
So that is a pressure though, isn't it? You can't get away from that, and you're very. I think it's something that you have to deal with and something that you have to be conscious of. But yeah, get that out there.
And that's another reason, not the only one, but that's another reason why I won't even get into it. And the news that you guys do is different because it's more of a recap of a larger scale. You know what I mean? You might have missed this, you might have not got an in-depth look at this or whatever. But what BFAB and them do, man, they give us not just breaking news, but that's obviously the coolest because you get to see something immediately. But so yeah, they have a different type of crunch time. And yeah, that's too much stress for me.
You know what though? I think what I enjoy about the news, there's a couple of news places I always look at. There's Brick Vault, I always look at them on a Saturday just to see what they're talking about. Albeit you kind of got to get past their sort of commercial side of what they're doing. Then you've got M&R, who kind of generally does the weekly roundup. You've got BFAB that does the as it's happening kind of news, action flashing around all that. But I've got to say, BFAB, you cover everything that they always do, if not more. And then you've got our one, which is like the monthly roundup, whereby we can really dive down into stories, because a lot of the time, for example, House of Dots, which was in King's Cross in London, which was an art installation all about kicking off the theme of dots. We can go and visit it, 'cause luckily it was in London, but also we can almost watch the story grow. If it's timed just right, we get to see it when it started, around the middle part of it, and notoriously when it's kind of, peaked off and stuff like that. But so everyone's kind of got their aspect, their view of the news, and I think all of them complement each other really well. So good going, BFAB. You're doing a great job, mate.
Yes. Thanks. I appreciate the nice words. I really do.
You know what? And the thing is as well, because it's this week coming up. So the LBB news always goes out at the end of the month or the very beginning of the month. But what I'm always hoping for is that nothing major breaks. And next week is a funny week because I'm going into hospital on Wednesday. Nothing too serious. I'm not going to, it's nothing mega to really even chat about. But it's what's happening is because it's on the 26th, and February being February is a short month. I'm having to do a lot of the audio now. So when you come along and break the news, i.e. today, the custom minifigures series 20, I'm like, oh, it's another story I've got to cover.
Well, there should be some breaking news tomorrow. Somebody accidentally showed something at Toy Fair that was under embargo till tomorrow. So,
see,
yeah,
good stuff. Well, I look forward to seeing that.
Another thing too is its personality. And being familiar with something like one of the reasons I like watching BFAB's news is not just because BFAB's my friend and I try and support him, but everything. And I know this sounds silly, man, but it's and I know I have the same thing, you have the same thing. Like we all have certain things that we say in our videos, and I like how BFAB says and what he says, just everything from, I can't remember the exact words, but like, how's it going, guys? Brother from another bricks, and and then like the tail end thing you always say too. Like, but obviously it's stuff like that and a personality, that will attract you, because you can have two people putting out the same. Because obviously when something breaks, like our news feeds blow up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's particular ones we like to go to, and might even go to a bunch of them, but there's ones we go to first. So.
Thank you, Hive. I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
It definitely is, and there's I don't do it to all channels, and yours, and definitely yours, Brandon, are ones that I always kind of set up so that when you do bring out new content, I always get to the notifications on it as well. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually behind with you, Greg. There's like a video. I hope there's not two, but I know there's at least one video I haven't watched yet, man. I'm like, no, I gotta get it together.
We've done a few. I mean, I bought some stuff recently, or not recently, ages ago, but I just never had an excuse to build it. So Clone Wars is out, so I built a buildable figure of Cody, which they're funny things. Those buildable figures, they look reasonably good. At least the ones that are kind of like Stormtroopers or Kylo Ren or something like that. I tell you what, they're a bugger to build and film, because you clip an arm on and the leg falls off, and it's a real pain. But it looks really good. And this month, because we're trying to sort of break into doing a few more reviews and stuff like that, we did this one here, the ice cream van, and I did a couple around that. I did the review with a speed build, and then I kind of did a bit of a copy of Jang, if I'm honest, and kind of did one of these sort of chill out builds as well, just to kind of, very stripped back, and it's just an English dude building some Lego, and that's all that is. So yeah, it's something useful to try, a little bit different. The buildable figures are good because it's Clone Wars stuff, so that's an excuse to do that. And anyway, talking of Clone Wars, BFAB, have you seen any of that at all? Is that airing where you are?
I have not. I mean, it's on I think Disney Plus, but I've never had really any interest in watching it.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to start watching. Oh, well, I've seen it, but I haven't started watching the new one yet.
Yeah. What about anyone in the chat? Are they able to watch Clone Wars at all? Because and what is good to see though, TV wise out there, is that lots of people are watching the Lego Masters in the USA. So that seems to be picking up, and
Well,
a lot of people seem to be getting more into that. How about you, Brandon?
oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm totally digging the show. I mean, do I think it's the best thing in the world? No, but I definitely like it a lot. But speaking of Lego Masters, I wanted to touch on something real quick because Blindside Bricks asked BFAB a question a little bit ago about if he thinks that they're going to bring back the monorail set that they teased from Lego Masters. What do you think about that, BFAB? Because I would, man, they put out a monorail. I'm going to be there day one.
I think it'd be cool. I don't see it happening, to be honest. I think that if we're going to get anything regarding monorail, it's going to be the Disney monorail in like a year or two, because on that Disney train, they kind of had the monorail in the background, and I feel like Lego likes to tease people, like kind of give teasers in some of their sets. So I think we're going to get any like monorail. We're going to end up getting like a Disney monorail in the future.
Well, I guess we're going to get one. That's a good one to have.
Yeah. That being said, the Disney train like tanked in sales compared to like what they expected, or compared to the castle and stuff. So I don't even know like if they'd want to release another set like in a year or whatever. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Why did it tank? I mean, the thing I would say, I mean, bear in mind, we covered it in the news, but for me, the reason that has tanked, if it indeed has, I would say it's down to a couple of factors. One, it's expensive, and two, the figures were pretty good on it. But if I recall, there was a hell of a sticker sheet came with that.
Yeah.
That's horrid. I mean,
well, I'm going to make a prediction right here on the Transatlantic show, man. So I hope I'm wrong about this, but I think sales are going to start going down just because it's just too expensive, man. Just people aren't going to be able to afford, not even that they can't afford any, but they're just not going to be able to afford it as much. I mean, I know how much I can afford, and I got a good paying job. And I mean, so I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but it just seems like, hey, what's up, MJ Bricks? It just seems like what's going on. Hey, what's up, House of Bricks?
Oh, House of Bricks. I've not met him. Welcome along, House of Bricks. Great to have you here, mate. I don't know. I agree. At the end of the day, Lego is, I feel, a luxury product. It's expensive, but on the flip side of it as well is that I don't know why, but it is nagging in my mind. And maybe it's because I'm English, I don't know. But it's made of plastic, and plastic is not good for the planet. But Lego are developing other ways around that. So,
well, I mean, look, we're all Lego lovers here, obviously. I mean, that's not the issue. It's just, look, what I see happening is set prices are going up and up and up. Okay, now granted, yes, Lego is quality plastic bricks, but it's still plastic bricks. So I think eventually, like, parents are gonna just like look at Lego and then look at like Mega Blocks and stuff like that, and they're just gonna start buying Mega Blocks for the kids. I don't know. I have no idea, but I can't see, because it's not like their prices don't go up, a little bit at a time. It seems like they jump sometimes. And Star Wars, like especially, is getting way out of control.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. It just seems like that's kind of the direction it might go in.
Well, I mean, talking Star Wars, you've got the Razor Crest that's coming out, and it's got just over like 1,100 bricks and stuff like that. Now that is a day one purchase. I don't care.
Well, a pre-order. What do you call it? Pre-order purchase?
Well, yeah, I mean,
the day one when it comes out.
I was chatting with Doc earlier on, and he's going to pre-order it, but I'm going to take a punt and go to the Lego store here in London at Leicester Square, with the hope that they'll actually have it, because if you pre-order it, you actually get it on the day it comes out. Or
it's an Amazon exclusive.
Oh, see, over here you can get it on Lego.
Well, no, you can get it from Lego, but you can't get it from anywhere else but Lego and Amazon. It's not going to be at Walmart or Target or wherever.
Oh, I'm going to have a look. I'm going to see if it's on Amazon over here then.
Yeah, you can pre-order it on Amazon right now.
Because I know with Amazon, what you do get with them is absolute guarantee that it will come out on the day that it comes out. Whereas knowing Lego, they'll dispatch it on the day that it comes out. So
yeah, because if I want to pre-order it. I'm fighting right now because it's coming up with $130 right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll order it through Amazon because I got Prime, so I'll get free 2-day delivery.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, we can pre-order it. Oh, and of course, Amazon Prime, being Amazon Prime, is free delivery, but then everything should be £120. So let's click on.
But this is really interesting what they're doing with this.
Well,
so not only so it's an Amazon exclusive, but they're pre-ordering it all the way to September.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I feel like they're getting their feelers out there to see what the pre-orders are going to be.
Definitely.
To see how good the sets are going to sell, because maybe they're just trying to test, because they know Star Wars is expensive, so maybe they're trying to test some stuff. But also just to see maybe how many sets to keep producing.
They could be. There's definitely a bit of market research going on there, Brandon. There's a new image actually of it up on Amazon.co.uk, and it shows the Razor Crest as it is in glory. You've got the 5 figures with it as well, but behind it you've got a blank box. So it's a Lego Star Wars box, set number 75292, and it's just blank. So I think they've really not rushed it through. I think they've fast-tracked this set through, to be honest.
No, you are 100% right. This was like a last-minute design thing, because if it wasn't, we would have already had some information or whatever leaked, a couple months ago, because that's how Lego kind of works, right? So if that was the case, if this wasn't thrown together in no time, we would have already had information about it a while back. Because that's why, Ryan from M&R Productions, he thought that we wouldn't be able to get any, sets based off The Mandalorian. He said that, whatever. But the thing is that for, that and stuff, it was thrown together in a couple months. I'm pretty sure Disney was riding on Lego's coattails to make sure they, got it done fast. So
it seemed to me that everything merchandise-wise around The Mandalorian, they were just caught on the back foot. And bearing in mind, I mean, it's massive over here in the UK, The Mandalorian, but officially nobody's seen it yet. It's the worst kept secret on Disney Plus. But Disney Plus comes out here in March the 16th. I think they brought it forward a week. So
that's my birthday.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So when I get the Razor Crest, my full intention is I'm mocking that thing. But it's awesome because you already got a head start on it, Yeah.
I wonder if Lego kind of went out there, and I don't know if they've ever done this before, but just went out there and said, approached someone who's done a mock of it and said, can we copy your design of some sort, or I don't know. But
well, the first one I saw was from Rich Boy J. That was the first mock I'd seen of it. I don't know if it was the first. It was just the first one I'd seen.
Well, all the mocks I've seen of it so far, and there's kind of 4 particularly good ones out there, and someone compared it the other day on Instagram. Oh, I thought it looked good. I mean, they're under a bit of pressure to get something good out quickly.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the CMF figures,
which are very disappointing, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get official images of them very soon. I mean, we've already seen not really crappy quality images, but not HD images, but they come out on they also come out on the 19th of April, which is a weird release date. A lot of stuff are coming out on the 19th of April. DO is coming out on the 19th of April, and Series 20 are also coming out on the 19th of April. So
okay, I got a theory for that date, and I think it's because over here Easter is a funny time this year. It's not worked out in its usual time that we have Easter, so I wonder if it's anything to do with that. It's kind of molded. The release date is molded around more when the kids are off and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it.
It wouldn't surprise me. Lego is not stupid.
True.
This is true. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I want about half of them. Half of them look pretty decent to me. But
I'm gonna buy them all just so I can try to eventually get all the collectible minifig series. So
yeah, I mean, if I made lots and lots of money, I would always buy it all. I would collect the sets, everyone, but I just pick out the ones I like the most. Because I always like the costume ones. I love the Peapod costume and the llama costume. I always like saying the llama. I know it's pronounced llama. I just like saying the llama.
Do you know what the designer or the artist, I should say, that helped launch Lego Dots? Her surname is Walala, and,
really?
and it's one of those names that just really kind of falls off your tongue, like Walala, and then you want to go Walala.
I agree.
Could you imagine being drunk and saying that? As like,
no.
It's got tongue tie written all over it, but yeah. So anyway, we haven't actually spoken about what we're even building today.
That's true.
So kick us off, mate, because I get a sense that you've got a couple of cats on the go there.
So I am building this new Speed Champion set. What is it? The Formula E Panasonic Jaguar Racing Gen 2 car and the Jaguar I-Pace E Trophy. Man, it's a little mouthful.
That is a mouthful. Try marketing that if you can.
So I'm not really hip on this car. I mean, it's cool, but I'm not hip to it. I like this one, but I really like the color scheme. It's going to look really nice up on the shelf. So that is what I'm building.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Looks very good. Very cool. I suppose I can just imagine BFAB at the moment is kind of waiting with bated breath for the latest news to come out. So, do you know what, BFAB? If any news breaks while we're streaming, let us know, and you can take the com. So I'm building this one today, sticking with the vehicle and that theme. I've gone for this one here. So this one I had a result. I don't know why, but I guess because maybe the movie bombed and a little bit anyway. I mean, I think the movie did well, but I just don't think it did as well as what they wanted it to do. And this set normally retails here in the UK for £45 or so, and I picked it up for £22 in a department store in London called Debenhams. So that's what I've gone for. And I still haven't seen the movie yet. I know you have, Brandon, and I do want to see it. And I will be catching up with a lot of stuff soon enough. So I can't wait to see that. Okay, here we are.
What's up, BFAB?
I was saying, I managed to get a lot of my Lego Movie 2 sets for 50 to 77% off. So
yeah, man, there's been some serious clearance going on with that.
Yeah. There's one particular one that I missed out on. Kind of missed out on it. It was expensive, and I just wanted it to drop a tiny bit more, and that was the Rexcelsior. And that went.
That was a huge one.
And that's like just a giant fist in space. But no, I didn't end up going for that. I'm pretty sure I got some other ones though, because the beauty of the Lego Movie kind of incorporates all sorts of things in it. Like you get these things. I've never built anything like that, but that's kind of got like Lego dots written all over it, something like this. And talking of Lego dots, actually, there we go. That's what one of the bracelets looks like.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Red, yellow, and white.
You should have done a review on it, man. It would have got a lot more views,
Yeah, do you know what? I suppose I should have really, but we were just busy with other bits and pieces, and I got some other bits over there. I don't know if I haven't got any particular special prints or anything to show, but no, I think I probably missed the trick there, BFAB. But
did I see Doc?
Yeah, Doc thinks you replaced him with me.
So. No.
No, it was supposed to be a twofer today. we were gonna have two guests.
Doc, they always replace you with me.
I don't even want BFAB. I don't even want you to think. I don't want you to think that you were a backup, man. You and Doc were both first picked.
I'm fine with that.
I chose Doc, and Brandon chose BFAB. So
thank you. Nino is my favorite here. Let's get.
Doc, if you're around, mate, you're more than welcome to join in. You know that.
Yeah, totally.
You've got to pay the $40 entrance fee. So.
Yeah, you can't enter unless you know the code. CMF20.
I was gonna say I don't know the code.
Brandon has his ways of getting in.
Yes.
I just called you Brandon. I immediately caught onto it because Greg, you say Brandon all the time, so I'm like, oh, Brandon. I'm like, I know your real name, Brick Hive, but this is the first time I think I've just said it. Oops.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It doesn't help that they both start with a B.
Yeah, it does. And just to clear up anything out there, in case anyone wonders, my first name is not London.
What? Are you serious? All this time?
Yeah, my middle name isn't Bridge, and it's my last name certainly isn't Bricks.
But I do always forget if you have 1 or 2 G's in your name.
No, I just have one. My full name is Gregory, but
yeah, that's way too much work, man.
Yeah. So the strange thing is, I know in my office where I work, I know a Greg, and I know a guy called Ori, and then there's me, Gregory. So that's always I felt was weird. I mean, how many people know an Ori? That's an odd one. But anyway, he's a nice guy, and Greg's a good chap.
That's an awesome name, man.
I know. But it's like, come on, go the full distance. Call yourself Gregory. But no, BFAB. I don't know your name, but anyway, that BFAB is a cool name nonetheless. Anyway, so brother from another.
It's actually White Boy Number 1. That's actually my real name.
The Beacon.
I put it in the private chat. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared to look in the private chat. No way. Actually, I've got a story about that. Then I won't disclose it or anything like that. But I do have a story. BFAB, I will tell you a story about that another time.
Yeah, whenever I need to call him his real name, I just play that funky music, White Boy. I know. It's like a call. He'll just show up.
Just call my name,
right? Yeah, there you are with that singing voice too, man.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. But yeah, no, I know someone who uses that name as an alias. So that's kind of just blowing my mind a little bit. So good stuff. I love it. That is an easy one to remember. So what's going on in the chat? We have Deppy Shep Bricks is in the house. We have
Deppy.
Thackeray Mill, welcome along. Great to have you here. Brick Chuba, welcome along, mate. It's great to have you here as always. Anyone out there got any questions regarding, I don't know, transatlantic live streams, when we do it, why we do it, do we get in, and all that kind of stuff? Throw us a question, throw us some Lego questions. Let us know what you think.
Question for BFAB at all? Anybody want to know what's up?
We want to question. See, BFAB thinks he's here as our guest. Actually, we're going to be drilling him. We've given him a full sense of security, and now we're going to drill him. So,
dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Let us know out there, boys, if you have seen the new collectible minifigures. What do you think? What do you like? What don't you like? How much do you think they're going to cost? How much do you reckon they're going to cost?
So there's going to be still 5 in the USA, so I'm assuming they're going to still be the same price in the UK. So,
weak.
Yeah, we in the UK we'll probably be able to. I think we'll probably pay something like £3.50 for them.
Okay.
Yeah, £3.50. So in dollars, that's kind of $2.70. I think that'll be.
Okay, dang.
So, but I haven't collected the last series yet because I want to use that to go to the Lego store and just get them. But because that's what I do. I don't know if anyone else out there ever does it when they're collecting collectible minifigures. But you can actually just go to the Lego store and ask them to. I don't know. It sounds weird, but saying, can you fill up all the bags for me so I can get the whole series? And they do it. But best to do it when they're not busy. To be fair.
Yeah. Dang. I did not know you could do that.
Wait, what
they're nice. I know they help you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
Well, they certainly do it here in the UK. And what it was, over here on some of the Facebook forums, which, you know, I'd always recommend as long as you kind of stay safe and know what you're doing. They people will charge you because they've sorted them and get them. I mean, they don't charge a lot more. It's maybe like £8 or something like that. And it's, you know, in a lot of cases, it's worth it, especially if you want to get them quick. However, you can, if you're near a Lego store, and of course, as we know, not everybody lives near a Lego store, they can go along and grab someone in the store and say, do you mind sorting out the new series for me? And notoriously, they've gone through it, and you know, they'll have someone there who's kind of specializes in feeding the bag. So yeah, if you ever get that chance, do it that way, because at least then you kind of more or less guaranteed.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
I know when I was a kid, when I looked for the minifig packs, I'd always be helping people. And like, if people were like looking for a certain one, I'd help them, or they would help me. Like the employees would always help me out. It was kind of fun. It was like you're building connections with strangers, and they were the most welcome, helpful people. I remember there's a time I helped a man find a Series 6 minifig for his daughter that he couldn't find, and he decided to buy me one. That's probably one of my greatest memories as a little kid. You know?
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah, the management at the Lego store I go to all the time are really, really awesome. They're really cool people.
Do you know, if there's one thing I will always say about Lego, is that the customer service is always top notch.
Oh, dude, yeah, totally. The only customer service that can compete with them, in my opinion, is Amazon. Like Amazon's customer service is phenomenal.
Yeah, do you know what? I do rate it, but I think Lego is better.
I'll side with Lego, yeah, just because it's Lego.
And also, going back to what you was talking about earlier on, BRICK HIVE, I think some of that cost of Lego goes into the customer service side of things as well. You know, because people aren't born to sort of be brilliant at customer service. They, you know, a lot of the time they are, you know, they're trained in everything like that, and that all that gets factored in, and it doesn't matter what Lego store I've ever been to, whether that be in, I don't know, Croatia or Manchester or wherever I've been in the world. If I've been lucky enough to go to a Lego store, I've always found that the experience is kind of, generally speaking, quite consistent.
Well, I agree and disagree to a point. Because yes, obviously their customer service is awesome. I assume for different reasons. It's obviously the people that work there, but they have never really questioned me when I've needed a replacement piece or something like that. So yeah, I don't know how much of a cost that goes into, but two things. One, their profit margin is still so astronomical that I don't think that really hits it too hard, even though, yes, I'm sure it does play into some of it. But then there's also just the individual stores, and, you know, obviously the profits that they make. Because the Lego Corporation makes, obviously, probably the bulk of their money from just their product, obviously. But then they get franchise fees and stuff like that from all the individual stores.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Yes, it does take into some consideration, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's just, you know, like I said, it's just assumptions and stuff like that. So
yeah, the thing is, right, in the world of toys, would you agree that Lego is what Apple is to toys? So you got Apple in the tech world, it's premium, high quality stuff. Would you say Lego was the equivalent of Apple, but in the toy world?
100%.
Yeah. And that, Brandon, is why they can command those prices, because they know that people want to buy Star Wars. They know that kids, when they walk into toy shops, love bright colored things and
yeah,
Lego.
Like that's true. That's true. You know what I mean? I completely agree with you. But I want a toilet seat made out of gold, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean? You know, they look, again, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm telling you, man, I feel like they keep doing this trend of thinking that, look, I love Lego, but honestly, a lot of times with as much good that they do and stuff like that, they can act real snotty. Like they're above stuff. You know what I mean? Like, look, I don't care. You guys are awesome and stuff, but you are still making plastic toys. You know, if you guys were carving stuff or sculpting something like individually handmade stuff, yeah, man, it's different. But it's not. You know, you got an assembly line, you know what I mean, that you do all this. Now, yes, you put a lot of money into other things, but again, I'll pull up numbers for the next
Lego's watching you. They're about to put out a hit on you for you calling them out, okay? So
I know, right?
You go missing. Lego found you.
So I'll bring numbers on the next Transatlantic show, and we can sit there and you know, because dude, I can't remember how many multiple billions of dollars they profited last year. Oh, like, I'm pretty sure it was in the hundreds of billions of dollars, but I could be wrong. But it was definitely in the double digits.
They announced the other day here in England that they said between October and between the beginning of October and the end of December, they sold a Lego set in the UK alone every second.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Yeah, I mean, and that's awesome. Like, dude, when Lego does good, obviously we like it because then we get more Lego, we get more cool sets and stuff. It's just, it just, you know, just like I saw a chart, you know, of the licensing fees that they pay, you know, compared to their profits. Yeah. And again, it was like the licensing fees were like this much, and then the profits were like way up here. So I don't know. You know, again, I don't want to act like I do know because I don't own a business. I don't know all the details and ins and outs of where their money goes in and out of. But I don't know. I just hope that they don't hang themselves with just one oversaturating. Because I've noticed also, like Lego Movie 2 is a good example. There's still tons and tons of sets, especially polybags. Like all these different Walmarts that I go to that just aren't selling.
Yeah. Well, Star Wars is the classic for that oversaturation of their movies, and people don't go and watch them because Star Wars is an event. It's something that people wants to see maybe once, maybe twice every couple of years or something like that. And it just doesn't. How can I put it? It just doesn't work the same way as say Marvel superheroes or something like that. It's Star Wars is a as we say here in England is a different kettle of fish. It's not the same. You can't treat it the same. It's different.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, Lego's not going to go out of business or anything like that. I mean,
they're definitely not.
But I you know, I don't want to see them go into a slump where like their stocks plummet or whatever. You know what I mean? Like Funko Pop's kind of going through the same thing. They've just completely oversaturated the market with like last year alone. I can't remember. I don't know how many thousands of pops that came out, just the Funko Pops, not like all the other different stuff. And, you know, it's making the value go down because, you know, again, it's just oversaturated.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I picked up Lando over here. His price was, I think, about £14 when he first came out. And I picked him up for something like £3. Well, nothing.
Well, I was at Walmart the other day and I saw, I always look at the Pops too. And I saw one that I liked and I looked it up on the Pop price guide and it was valued at like $6, but it was cost like $9 to buy it. And I was like, well, I don't want to buy that. I mean, it's not even worth what it's paid for. You know what I mean? Hey, there's some new people in the chat. What's up, Titanium, Solo?
We've got some new people in the chat, but we've also got a new person.
House of Bricks. Who's new? What am I missing?
We've got some green room action. So.
Oh, yeah. I can't see the green room for some reason.
Okay, that's because it's probably because I'm hosting this one. Maybe that's why.
Okay.
I'm guessing. But anyway, so let's bring him in. So how can I put this? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Doc the Man Sampston.
What's up, Hive?
What is going on, Doc?
How you doing there, Greg?
I'm good, man. This stream's just got
my gosh, Doc, you look like a gangster.
Hey, I just came to say, let's take a walk on the hidden side. You know the song.
All right. Well, okay. Since we're on that subject, what is there anything going on with that? Like, I'm not trying to bully anybody about it. I'm just curious. I don't know if anything was decided.
It's happening on the 29th.
The leap day.
Oh.
This way it can't be repeated for 4 more years.
So it's gonna happen later on that day. But I believe the 29th is what day is that? A Sunday?
The Saturday. The 28th is a Saturday. Or the 29th is a Saturday.
Okay, so it's not gonna happen during your guys' Transatlantic stream. It's gonna happen way later than that. So it's gonna happen like at 6. But yeah.
Were we doing one on the 29th? I don't remember. Greg?
Check your calendar, Brendan. Check your calendar.
I can't remember, man.
It was going to be. There was a possible clash for today for this stream, but you was then potentially going to do it much later.
Oh, because we were going to do it 29 the first, yeah, and then we changed it to today. That's what it was.
Yeah, man.
Because we're still figuring March out as well.
Yeah, I mean, so I just so everyone knows, I've got this kind of hip operation that I'm doing. I haven't done on Wednesday, so it's just a case of how I am after it. So it's nothing that after a few weeks won't sort itself out or anything like that. But if I join BFAB's stream, then it'll be for an hour or so or something like that. As long as I'm comfortable and all that kind of stuff, and there's room for me to help with the stream and stuff, then that's cool. And then sometime in March, I'm going to do an International Space Station one with Doc himself. So Doc recently purchased the ISS.
Oh yeah.
I think 2 other people are like Trapjaw and Galigate are going to be there too.
Yeah, I really want to get that set and get in that.
So it's going to be really cool, and so and like if anyone's wondering why for the first time ever we've got a couple of guests on the Transatlantic live stream, it really boils down to the fact that every now and again we'll get some people on that are very much.
Doc and BFAB are our first guests.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
West Coast life, baby.
So we are East Coast England, East Coast America, and West Coast America, and that's pretty cool.
Oh, let's not forget the Central boy. He's in Central Time.
Yeah. BFAB, are you Central Time?
I thought it was Central Time.
Yeah, I'm Central. Correct. Yep.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we are covering all zones.
Exactly. All the way to the Pacific, from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh, we're going almost to a Trans-Pacific.
Yeah. Not to be rude or anything like that, but who the heck is this London Bridge Bricks Paul?
Okay. So Paul, just in case if anyone's going,
hey Paul,
he's in the house. There actually is 2 LBBs. There's myself, Greg, and there's Paul as well. So London Bridge Bricks Paul is my partner in crime, and he is the video dude who makes our videos look as good as they really do. So
I think wasn't he in a video like 3 videos ago? Some videos ago.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Well, this is irony for you. So Paul gets hold of a custom mock of the Mandalorian. And I said to him, look, just build it, do your thing, do it at home. So he's got a couple of lights, and he's got a really funky new camera and stuff like that. And he videoed the whole thing. And we put it all together, put it up on the channel, and I think it said over like 330 views, which is for a small YouTube channel like us is pretty good going. But welcome to the stream, Paul. Good to have you here, mate. As always, and. I hope the football's doing all right. And I know there's a big boxing game.
The football. It always cracks me up when you said the football. Was in my mind, I picture it, and then I'm like, no, reverse that. And then all of a sudden the soccer players come running out. Hey, football.
Yeah, no.
I've been meaning to look into why we call it football.
Because you've got American football. And
but I know, but why? We don't use, except for kicking, we don't, the kickoff or whatever, we don't use our feet.
Right, because it starts with the kickoff, and you can score points with the kick. So I know it should be called tackle ball, but scrimmage, fight for the line,
Ukulele kid, what's up?
Oh, I gotta say hey to Galigate.
Yeah, Gailagate's in the house.
And the TJ, of course, out there always.
Ukulele Kid, welcome along to the stream, my friend. It's great to have you here. I always thought Ukulele Kid, when I first looked at it and saw his name, I thought, oh, fantastic, there's someone else here from the UK. And then when I read it properly, it was like, oh, no, it's not UK Kid, it's Ukulele.
And meow.
Where are you from?
That was for Kingdom.
Ukulele Kid. Where are you at? What are you American or?
Yeah, and Ukulele Kid. What, how did you come by the name Ukulele Kid as well? Because that is a good name that sticks
Yeah, do you
out.
play the ukulele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody famous that's played the ukulele.
Do you know what?
Tiny Tim.
Talking of ukuleles as well. How many? I do this all the time when I go to say Mandalorian, and I'll come out with Mandarin. I don't know. Sometimes there's just two words I cannot differentiate. It drives me nuts.
In my video, the first time I talked about a Mandalorian, I said Maldorian, and I got so much backlash for it.
Oh man, hashtag triggered.
Well, when I was a kid, we used to have the little like Mandalorian battle pack, right? And so my brother would be like, "Oh, here's a Maldorian battle pack," right? And we'd call it Maldorian because my older brother. Anything my older brother called us said it was that. So when I just saw the name Mandalorian, I just said Maldorian in my video because of my childhood. And holy crap, people thought I was so dumb.
Why do
people had the
get
pronunciation out? It was hilarious. I thought it was funny. People like Mandalorian, or people like, did you just call it a Maldorian? Like that video, like half the comments were like about my pronunciation, and I was confused. I'm like, no, that's how I said it as a kid. And I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Mandalorian, not Maldorian. So.
Yeah, but I go through your comments a lot, BFAB, and I'm like, man, I was like, they sure are mad. Like, why are they so mad?
I know, like he
everybody
made the product,
off yesterday. You know? Yesterday when I made my Minions video,
I saw.
Yeah, bunch of dislikes. I lost like 16 subscribers already.
Because you hate the Minions.
People like, here's the thing: when they first announced the Minions were coming out, I was so optimistic. I'm hyped, and everybody else is like, "This is the worst thing that happened." The sets get revealed. Everybody seems to like it for the most part, and I'm like, "No, these suck." And
well, they sure are gonna like what I have to say about them.
16 subs down later, and 29 dislikes. It actually might be at 30 something now, but people were not taking that video well. So
I'm going for the gold dislikes.
Yeah,
what's that, Doc?
The Gru is the most disappointing figure out of all of it. It's just that Gru. You look at it and you're like, that's just a regular figure. You go all out of your way to remold this other stuff. And then he's not round. Why is he not round? Why is his body not round? What's going on?
Well, they're basing it off the small Gru, the young Gru. So
yeah, the little young Gru is still round. Haven't you seen the preview?
True,
he snaps on his Sinister 9 underwear. It's just like, that's a round boy. How come he's not round? What's going on?
No, I don't know what you're saying. It doesn't make sense.
And I'm just like, he's a big ball with a head on top. How come he's not, a big ball with a head on top? Especially as they remade those Minion figures. It's like, you could repurpose the top or whatever so that a minifigure head could then sit on this round, silly body,
So are you?
Well, I wasn't a fan of the Minions anyway, so that's.
And then there's no villains. The Fabulous 9 or whatever they're called, they're not even in the sets. So
really?
It's just like, yeah.
Because Lego did one. They used to do it, and then I think it was kind of like Blocks got a hold of it or something, and they did a really good job. And now it's gone back to Lego, isn't it?
No, Lego never had Minions before. That being said, before Dimensions got canceled, there was supposed to be Despicable Me Dimension packs, but those never made it to market. So
yeah, because Mega Connects or Mega Block, whatever they're called, they made the giant Minion thing.
They did a better job. It's sad. Even in my video, I said that Mega Block did a better job than Lego.
I bet that really made everybody mad.
I'm unsubscribing to this Mega Block lover.
Well, I even looked at the Mega
You
Block.
might as well just said Lepin, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Lepin's gonna really kill it with these sets.
It's funny, even when I've done rant videos on people, I've never lost 16 subs in one day.
Wow,
I lost like 8 subs on my last rant video. But I'm like, dang, Minion fans are brutal.
You know what, though, man? Look, I don't want you to lose subs or have dislikes and stuff. But you know what? I'm glad you kept it real, BFAB.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if there's anyone out there that's in the stream that hasn't heard of BFAB, and I find that quite hard to believe anyway, or Doc Standard, or even BRICK HIVE himself, get yourself over to their channels, get subbing to them, and check them out because they're all good guys.
Thanks, Greg. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. So.
Yeah. Didn't you see my screen?
Yes, we're trying to ignore it.
Not Sans. That's me. Not Sans.
What's up, Two Helmet Studio? That's an awesome name.
Who's that? Two Helmet Studio.
I love that. Is Sans around? Is he in the chat or anything?
Well, no, if he was in the chat, I would take this off the screen. Oh my God.
because like I said, I've been a little absent the last few days, so I haven't seen really anybody.
You've been building, because I find if I have like a couple of days where I'm just kind of building stuff, I feel like I'm strangely detached from the Lego community. It's odd.
Yeah, like the other night, I mean, I don't know how many hours like I was just spent over in the ocean area, just going at it. So
that sounds like you've been on holiday.
Yeah, it's really coming together though. I'm really curious to see how I'm going to do this bridge over the ocean. Like there's like the straightaway part, I'm not going to have any issue. That's not going to be a problem. But where it curves and goes up from land, and then where it curves and goes back down, back into land, those are the two places I'm going to have a little bit more difficult of a time, because one, it's curving, and two, it's going up at the same time. So, I mean, I know it's not impossible. Obviously, I can do it. I just hope I don't make it too blocky. I want to try and make it smooth. So I really gotta like look around for a lot of different techniques.
Yeah, and is there anyone in particular that you're kind of getting some sort of inspiration from, or
there's
you're gonna use?
Well, there's been a couple of YouTubers that have just reached out to me and given me some advice on some stuff. And some of it I've taken, some of it I haven't, which I always tell everybody, man, if anybody's got any advice, input, suggestions, throw them at me, because, you know, I may not use them, but it might be one of the best ideas ever. So I've had some people, like I said, reach out to me. I have watched, there's a few different YouTubers that I can think of, and I can't think of off the top of my head what the names are. I mean, some of them that come to mind are like Alex Nunes. You know,
Who?
he's got,
Who?
Alex Nunes?
Okay.
Or is it Nunes? I always forget if it's Nunes.
Dang, if Alex is reaching out to you, you made it, sir. You made it.
No, he hasn't reached out to me. No. I'm just saying that I've watched his videos. Because he has one of the biggest cities I've ever seen. But
Lego City.
Yeah. You know, Jang's another one. I was watching one of his videos about, he had a mechanical drawbridge, and I don't plan on doing a mechanical drawbridge, but I'm always looking at different bridges and when they're over water, and just kind of how they incorporate a lot of that. Because if it was just a straightaway, man, like I said, there's no issues with that. I can do that. And like this one here, this bridge, and then this bridge, when I do them, like that's also not going to be a big deal. I can just put some Technic pieces, and, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be like I can do it with my eyes closed, but it's not going to be difficult.
Brandon, can I give you an idea for a bridge?
Huh?
Can I give you an idea for a bridge, Brandon? From London Bridge, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, I can take a guess.
You know, I was going with that one.
You know, if I had the money, wow, because how big is the London Bridge set?
Well, the funny thing is, there is a story, because the Americans bought what they thought was London Bridge.
Really?
They bought the wrong bridge. So they
Obviously.
Tower Bridge. Yeah. We've got one of our bridges from the Thames. Every brick that constructed it, I think now it's in some sort of desert somewhere, Doc. You know, it's weird, but it's a fact. I'll find out a little bit more about it one day and mention it on the stream. But yeah, it's one of those classic ones where this American corporation came along and they're like, yeah, we want to buy London Bridge because, you know, we can, and we've got the money and the power to do it. And they were like, okay, what bridge do you want? And they said, we want this bridge. Thinking it was London Bridge, but it happened to be a bridge in London, and the wrong one.
I'd say
that's cost some a lot of money.
Us Americans, we could just be right down silly.
Yeah, because isn't the London Bridge, isn't it attached to the Tower of London or whatever?
Yeah, there's been about, this is the funniest thing about London Bridge. There's actually been 3 of them. It's just the bridge that connects one side to the actual city. So the main, how can I put it, the financial organizations, the legal people, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you know the old song about London bridges falling down. I mean, that's based off a true thing, right?
Yeah, it did fall down, and there's still. Maybe I'll take some pictures this week. There's still sections of the old bridge still there, or one of the original ones anyway. But you know, you gotta love it. Someone somewhere made a lot of money on that transaction. That's for sure. I mean, how much?
But yeah, that would be pretty cool to have like the London Bridge right there. You know, that the train would cross through.
Oh, mate, if I could, I'd buy you the bricks, and we could have like a very own London Bridge in your Lego city, right? I mean, you could have like a little sign on it saying "sponsored by London Bridge Bricks." That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, the most interesting thing, well, yeah, not the coolest, but the most interesting thing is going to be like just when it crosses over here. I don't know what I should do over here. If I should just not do anything, or if I should, I don't know, you know, like make this a grassy area and put like a building here.
Well, isn't that your building station? I don't know. I think it's nice just for it to cleanly just pass through that area.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Because you can always put stuff on it, and then have it arrive at your desk and be like, "Oh, look what the train brought," you know?
Right,
like,
exactly. And also, for the most part, everything like all this stuff, it pretty much changes. You know, it turns into different stuff. So I don't know. I guess it's not. I don't want anything permanent. But man, I'm telling you, that bridge going over the ocean, I really hope that works out okay.
Yeah, that's the part I can't wait to see live.
And so do those minifigures. They're going to be sitting there.
Dude,
sitting on the beach watching, waiting.
Like, look, I am a humble person. I'm not one to normally pat myself on the back and be like, man, I did an awesome job. But dude, I can't stop looking at that damn bridge or like the columns, you know what I mean, in the water. And I ordered 3,000 of those tile pieces for the water. So it's coming from Germany. So I don't know how long that'll take, but
a little while, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Huh?
What was the postage like from Germany?
Dude, look, this is why. All right, so normally normally when I order something, I'll try and get it from America first. One, you know, I like to support my country, but also it's a selfish reason that shipping is cheaper. So
yeah, definitely.
So like the cheapest tiles that I found in America with the shipping and everything for, I think it was 2,800 or 3,000. I can't remember, but it was like 150, 60 bucks.
For shipping. How many pounds do these tiles weigh?
Well, the shipping plus the cost, because you know they were like, I don't remember how much a piece they were, but you know, 6, 7, 8 cents a piece. But once you get to 3,000, you know, but I think it was more than that because, like I said, that's what the price was. So then I went looking overseas, and then even with the shipping from Germany, it was like $60 some.
What are you looking for?
Oh, damn.
I was getting 1x2 translucent dark blue tile for the ocean. So, I mean, because I'm getting ready to make an order from BRICK HIVE store for a bunch of bricks that I need, because I need some more for the pillars or columns for the bridge, along with a few other random pieces. But you know, I try and you know, because obviously I don't have a lot of money to spend, so I try and look for the best prices. Even though I really like to support, you know, all my friends that have Bricklink stores.
Yeah, and BRICK HIVE's got a lot of. He's got a big one out there, isn't he? He's got a big Lego brick.
Yeah, his store is enormous. Like, I think it really is the biggest one. Like, I'm not kidding, man. There's a lot of pieces. He's got a lot of pieces. Ironically, I was I don't sometimes, unless I'm specifically looking for, like, if I'm looking for BRICK HIVE, I'm looking for BRICK HIVE. But like a lot of times I just look for the cheapest, so I'm not really paying attention to the store name. So I got a few things from one store, and it came with, I don't know if you can see it, Joker's got it right at his feet up here, but it's a $100 bill sticker, like made like a Lego $100 bill.
Yeah.
And I look at it, and then I realize I ordered from Bricks on the Dollar. You know, I don't know if you know who he is, man, but he's pretty well known YouTuber.
That's pretty
He's
cool.
actually one that Ryan did one of the
Brickbusters on.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean I'm assuming that they're cool now because I've seen them on like live streams together and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're good now. They made
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
But dude, he had I went back and looked, and I was like, wow, yeah, man, he's got a really good store, and he packed everything really good. It was fast. I got that cool sticker. You know what I mean? And he sent a message with it also, you know, saying thank you and stuff. So I was like, yeah, man, right on.
Brandon, just have a quick look at the chat. There's other things that come in.
Yeah.
Because Paul's Google. Yeah, because apparently the bridge, London Bridge, or a version of a bridge in London, is in Lake Havasu in the city of Arizona. So I'm pretty sure he's in somewhere. But also as well, Blindside Bricks says in a couple more videos of mine, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do water a lot cheaper than buying so many bricks. So that might be something that interests you, mate.
Definitely.
With the water elements and that you're going to be bringing into your Lego City. And I tell you what, talking of Lego City, you made an interesting remark actually when I think it was mentioned about the Lego ideas sets that have just made it through to the next phase. So Winnie the Pooh and I've got the other one. Oh, the blacksmith. That was it. The medieval blacksmith. What was your thoughts on that?
I'm digging it. I would like to get the blacksmith one, but I just can't foresee trying to incorporate it and fit it in the city. But I will be getting the Winnie the Pooh one and putting that in the forest. So yeah. I've been really thinking about that. I think I'm going to take out the two houses that I got right here and just expand the forest another base plate. Yeah, another base plate over.
Oh, I mean, it all depends on how tall the blacksmith shop ends up being. I mean, you might be able to squeeze underneath that tree house right next door.
Well, actually, I could. I've got a lot more shelf room now. I could buy it and just put it up on the shelf too, because it does look really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting to see how much it's going to be. Have they said?
I don't know.
We do not know about a price at this moment. Also, to answer MJ's question earlier, I didn't see it till now. The nunchucks is just one whole mold, so yeah.
But what do you expect the price to be for the blacksmith shop? You think it's going to be over 100, or is it going to be? Let's try to keep it, 99.
I think it's going to be over 100. I feel like
I foresee it being over 100. Same thing with the Pooh house. I think that's gonna.
Do you know what? If you make something called Pooh House, it's got to be good.
Well, yeah, I've already expressed my feelings on Winnie the Pooh's name.
In a previous stream.
Yeah, in a previous stream. I won't get into that rant.
Brandon, just to clarify for me, what part didn't you like? The Winnie part or the Pooh part?
Either, man. I'm like, they're both stupid. Like, look, and I don't want to make anybody mad, but just look, for a male bear, even for one is that has Pooh's personality. I don't know, man. Just Winnie just doesn't sound right to me. And Pooh, he's not filled with poo. If you want to say fluff or stuffing,
yeah,
whatever. Guts. I'd rather hear guts than Pooh.
He's the Pooh, though. We've gone through this. Like the Grand Poobah. It's like he's the Pooh.
But the thing is, I love the cartoons and the stories and all that stuff, man. I mean, obviously, it was a big part of my childhood. But yeah, I was commenting somewhere about how I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have 100-acre woods.
So that's your thoughts on, well, briefly anyway, on Winnie the Pooh. Have you got any thoughts on like Paddington Bear and people like that? Let's have a bear fest.
Paddington Bear. I don't know how BFAB and Doc feel. I had
never heard about him until the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of known about Paddington Bear, but I thought that was more like an overseas thing.
It's London. It's basically, I guess you could say it's the UK's equivalent of, I don't know, Pooh Bear. I don't know where Pooh Bear originally. I mean,
Isn't it similar to Bearstein Bears or something?
I always thought Winnie the Pooh was,
No, wait.
because Christopher Robin has an English accent. So I always thought Winnie the Pooh came from England.
Yeah, maybe
Which very well could be true. And actually, even the Berenstain Bears, I think that's like, at first I want to say American, but I feel like that's like Dutch or something, like something.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'm not. I don't know.
Could be. You could be. I mean, but the Dutch stuff, like I don't know, like the Moomins and things like that.
I just feel like it's not straight up just American. Like maybe the authors were Dutch or something like that. I'm not sure.
It could have been, but those sort of series normally have some like the Moomins. I don't know how big the Moomins is in your country in America, but I always find that program there's a slight sort of sinister side to it, and almost a dark side to it all. But
so what? Winnie the Pooh?
No, not Winnie the Pooh, but something like the Moomins and it's funny. Generally, I find stuff that comes out of Northern Europe and that tends to be a little bit on the darker side. Especially some of the TV shows, because I don't mind watching the subtitles and stuff like that. It's kind of quite good to brush up on my German and French and stuff. But it's just one of those things. I've just always felt like the Northern European. I don't know if it's something to do with the weather, the fact that it's so much darker up there. Anyways,
it's possible. But let me ask you something, Greg. We've got the Sesame Street set coming out. How big was Sesame Street over?
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. It is. It's a really big thing. And I loved the show when I was growing up. Count Dracula and all those things.
3, 4. Yeah, the Count. Love the Count.
Me
Count
too.
fantastic.
I'm subscribed to his Twitter page. Dude, I'm not even joking. Like every tweet that he does, because he'll do one or once a day or something like that. But he goes like tweet number blah 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 blah. Like I don't know what number tweet he's on right now, but it's hilarious.
That's funny as heck.
Yeah, dude, you guys should definitely look it up on your Twitter, man.
I will.
That's how Doc learned how to count after watching The Count, right?
Well, just like I love that the baker guy, and he'd have all those cakes and he'd trip down the stairs and they'd all fall on him or whatever. Every week it'd be like it's gonna happen. It's
was that the Derpy Derp guy?
I don't know. He didn't really make any noises. They were just music playing.
I like Beaker, man.
Yeah, Beaker was great, man.
Beaker's
cool. I love me some Sesame Street. Those two old guys in the theater.
Oh man, no, that's the Muppets. That's the Muppets.
Oh yeah, that's the Muppets. My bad.
Yeah, same company. They look the same. I mean, there's some questions about Sesame Street. I mean, Bert and Ernie kind of comes to mind. What are they going to do with those?
They're best friends. I keep telling people to stop it.
You've got actually. I got a question for you, Doc. What is the difference between a Muppet and a puppet?
I think licensing probably.
Okay. So
that's a really good answer, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you Henson probably owns.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Henson, whatever, because it's a corporation now run by his son and some other big wiggies. But yeah,
stuff today.
Yeah, the Dark Crystal. Have you seen the Dark Crystal on Netflix or whatever?
I haven't watched the new one yet.
That's done by them. They're the puppets and the digital. They even do the digital work now too.
Oh. Yeah, they
do it all. Yeah, it's pretty good. Way better than the original, just because the articulations and electronics that they have in the puppets is way better than before.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd like to see actually come out as a Lego figure? And that's the little dude that messed around with C-3PO's circuitry in the last film. I've got his name there, B something or other.
Oh yeah, he's pretty popular actually.
Oh, Salacious B. Crumb.
No, not him. He was the little kind of space monkey from.
Yeah, and they picked out C-3PO's eyeball.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I know. So I know where you're going with that. But no, in the last movie, there was
that little worker droid man guy, alien.
His kind of catchphrase was like all this kind of stuff. So he I forgot his name now. Biko.
I don't know. I know he's got it. I should be thinking about it because everybody was talking about him.
Yeah, he was quite good, and he was all done with those kind of animatronics, and I mean, man, it's fantastic what they can do with those things.
Well, yeah, just like that baby, the child from the Mandalorian is an actual working little robot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with the practical effects on that. Well, I mean, I guess obviously they did. Everybody fell in love with that thing.
Yeah, definitely did. So how's your builds going anyway?
I have the start of a car.
Okay, let's put you on solo layout.
The Formula One, and that's electric too. That's an all-electric Formula One car.
Yeah.
That's crazy that one of these would be electric.
And I imagine the 0 to even faster than a regular gas-powered thing.
I'd love to know what kind of voltage would run through that during, its takeoff.
Oh, yeah, well, I just love how it just takes off immediately, and it's just like I would wonder how much energy return it gets on the braking, because it's got to brake really hard to do some of them dang chicane turns and whatnot. That's what I love about Formula One racing. It's not just a big loop. It's all of a sudden it's like chicane. Yeah, you better get down to 15 miles an hour, fool. I know you were doing 215 just a second ago, but you ain't gonna make that turn if you went down to 15.
Yeah, what do you guys reckon of Formula One then? Do you like Formula One racing? Is it a bit more interesting because you've got the oval one, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, NASCAR, it's just a big circle turning left all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be hell for your tires. That is.
Yeah, well, that's why it's always 500 laps, 500 miles or whatever, because it's like, well, since you're not really doing anything, we got to check your endurance.
I just don't get that. Yeah, like, look, I'm all for watching them race, and I think it's really cool, but I don't get the just over and over and over, like for hours.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, you're in that thing vibrating forever. It's all about endurance after a while. So it's like you still got can you still move your arms?
I bet being at one of the races is a good time, especially if you can get a camper really in the middle area.
Do some barbecues.
I've heard stories.
They stay at the track, okay? Hi, stay at the track.
It's like Vegas.
What happens at the track stays at the track, okay? Especially the wives don't need to know what went on.
What happens at the track stays at the track.
That's right.
Yeah. Garligate's telling us about what she's cooking up at the moment, and it sounds really, really good. Garligate, tell us some more bits and pieces about what you're cooking. I think she's doing a dessert as well.
That's making me hungry.
Yeah, man, making me hungry too. Hey, how American is this? I've got burgers after this stream. How cool is that?
Depends on what you put on the burgers.
Yeah.
Well, there will be gherkin.
What?
That's a pickle.
Like pickle,
it's a kind of pickle.
Yes, we call it a wally. So like a nickname is a wally. And what else will I have? I'll have what I call plastic cheese. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I know. That's right. That's American.
No, I'll have tomato ketchup as well, and some French mustard. So I don't mind the American mustard, but it's just not strong.
It's like a Dijon.
Yeah, and yeah,
Americans are weak. That's why. So
and then they always call it tomato ketchup. Is there other kinds of ketchup?
Well, we in England we call it tomato ketchup. And,
right. Is there other kinds of ketchup then? Like
yeah. Well, there's I feel like I should always go and get some. But there's so we've got one called HP sauce, and that's called HP sauce. Strangely enough, because it's got a picture of the Houses of Parliament on it, which is a bit like having your Congress building on a brand, which is weird. But so that's there. There's a fruity version of it as well, and there's some other brands of tomato ketchup. So there's a Tiptree one that's quite nice. It's like the number 2 brand in this country, but the main one's kind of Heinz and all that lot, who generally do all the sauces and stuff like that. But how about out in America? What's your big tomato ketchup make?
Heinz. They dominate the world, don't they?
Yeah, there's something like
Heinz and Del Monte or Kraft. I think they all are owned by Kraft at this point.
Oh right, yeah. So Del Monte over here are kind of well known for their orange juice. A bit like your Tropicano, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Depending on how many Lego sets I've bought, it's either Heinz or it's going to be Great Value. It just depends on.
And did you know that one orange company produces both of the brands that compete against each other on the shelves at the market? No. It's fake. It's fake competition. Most of the times, the stuff you look at, you're just like they're made by the same people.
Hey, Coconut
Wow.
Bricks in the house. Hey, Coconut.
Coconut Bricks.
Welcome along, my friend.
Hey, are they from Hawaii
One of my favorite mock builders.
or
Yeah.
Florida? Hawaii or Florida with the coconuts?
Yeah.
Both.
Well, I guess it could be another country too. They have coconuts
Well,
other places too.
I'm assuming they have them in Hawaii. I mean, I lived in Key West. I know they have them in Florida. I think pineapple is definitely more Hawaii.
We can get them
They
over.
grow pineapples down in Florida, if I can remember correctly. I think it's just oranges, basically.
Yeah, we get those over here in a few places, sort of down south, along Cornwall, all around there. We get those, but they haven't got. You always see them getting blown away because they haven't got particularly big roots on them, have they?
Yeah, they get knocked down in the hurricane or the typhoons, whatever they want to call them, depending upon what part of the country you are. Cyclone. And then 270 miles per hour. They said that car can go. I think Solo Brick Builder said.
Builder's saying it. Wow, that is fast.
Yeah, it is. Think about that, man. That is almost 300 miles per hour, dude.
I
think about some of the fastest I've been in a car or even on a motorcycle. And I think on a motorcycle, my buddy let me ride his bike, and I got close to 200 miles per hour on a stricter road. And even then, dude, I was scared out of my mind. I was so scared. Like, I ain't gonna try to act all tough about it. Like, I was, dude, because when you're going that fast, if you do anything wrong,
slight twitch,
just a slight, dude, you're gone.
A pothole you didn't see because you're going too damn fast, a rock, an animal come rushing across the road.
Right, and it had a helmet at that fast, it's not gonna do much, dude. I mean,
no. Well, yeah, it's gonna save your head. The rest of you is gonna be shredded by the road. It's just gonna be a helmet in the head.
So yeah, tack up another 100 and some miles.
Another strange thing, going that fast as well. If you hit a bumblebee or something like that, it feels like a golf ball's hit you or something like that.
Oh God, yeah. Anything at that speed, it's just like smack.
Well, and I was thinking the other day about some of the extreme things that people do and how, what you have to have inside of you to do those things. Like, for instance, my wife, she wants to go skydiving.
Good luck to you. I'll fly in the plane and I'll land and then I'll meet you there.
Right. And because I'm not even gonna act like I could do it, man. I'd just be too scared, right?
I had to be tandem.
But then I was thinking about the guy that did the highest jump, whatever it was. Remember, it was like a Red Bull thing, and he was
out of that balloon or whatever it was.
Yeah,
spacesuit on, and here we go.
Can you imagine being that high, dude?
No. Can you imagine how you would feel when you landed? I mean, you'd be like, come on.
Exactly. 2 days later, you're like, I'm taking a nap. Dang, it's taking forever.
Well, because I remember even watching one of those guys climb those light posts or whatever that are for airplanes. Like, they got to change the light bulb every so often. Yeah. And just watching that, man, my knees were getting weak.
It's like some of them giant, like that, those windmill towers. There's that ladder. You got to climb up there to work on the transistors. It takes 2 hours or something to climb up there.
And I'm not fully afraid of heights. Don't get me wrong, because I used to paint for a living. So, I mean, I've been on 2-3 story buildings on scaffolds and ladders and all that. But there's a certain point that it's just too high. Like, I couldn't go more than a few stories. Like even the guys that clean windows in skyscrapers.
I would love to ride one of those, but I'd be like, I need 15 safety lines, okay, all attached to me.
Exactly.
And stay away from me. Do not come close.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go all the way up.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Didn't someone? Yeah, they did it recently, Doc, didn't they? They got the a model of the ISS, and they put it on a balloon, and poof, it just took it up.
Oh yeah, they did.
Went up into space. Well, I don't know if it went up into space. We just went up and then came down. ISS kills farmer. News at 11.
Are you when we get round to building the ISS? Do you think you might mock it, put on some laser cannons or something like that?
No, but I was thinking about, because the next mission is coming, and I don't know if it even has one. I was thinking of mocking up a Dragon module, because that's what hooks up to the station now most of the time, brings supply and crews and whatnot. Just like it needs a Soyuz. Where's the Soyuz? Because it did a lot of the heavy lifting for God knows how long. And there's a new commercial structure that they're talking about attaching to the station in the coming next 2 years.
Wow.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's going to
That's
provide
awesome.
additional power in a commercial. I can't remember what they're going to call it, like a manufacturing lab. And then once that is done and everything, I guess the space station only has 7 more years of life in it, viable or whatever. And then this commercial module will then jettison from the ISS and remain in space while the ISS crash lands or whatever they do, recycle the pieces or whatever they do. But they're going to end the space station program.
Wow, it's been a long time.
It's 20 years, but
Yeah.
well, 20 years that it's been inhabited. But what? So, Doc, why are they? Why is it coming to the end of its period?
I don't know. I guess just the contracts for international cooperation and the money is all going toward the moon base. So screw that stupid space station. Let 3M or whoever run the dang space station. We're going to the moon, people.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, again,
because we have to have a moon base if we're going to go to Mars. It's just
we
just
gotta have
to.
that jumping off point.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I loved about the ISS, I mean, not just because it's a space station in space and this and that, but one of the things I loved about it was an international space station.
Yeah.
I always felt no matter what was going down here on the planet, man, that we at least had people that could represent working together with other people and being peaceful and learning together. Because I always tell people, like, can you imagine how advanced humanity would be, like, if everybody just had worked together? And I'm not even talking about just internationally, but imagine, like, if we never had racism and sexism, like what all these other people could have done, and like just how stronger humanity could have been. You know what I mean? Like how advanced technology and medicine. And
I'd be scared. I'm glad people don't like working together because I feel like when you give humans too much power, that can be dangerous.
Well, yeah, obviously if it goes the wrong direction, but because yeah, I agree. I mean, technology is a good example of that. I mean, if you're not careful, you could either create beautiful things or you can create an atom bomb. I mean,
well, yeah. And it goes both ways. You've got nuclear energy, which personally I think is still a good source of energy. But then you've got the flip side to that. You can use it. You know, I tell you what. Here's the thing. There's someone once said it. It was I was watching a Marvel film once, and it was Odin was talking to Thor, and he says, "You got the hammer, Thor, Mjolnir," and he goes, "It's a tool, but it's also a weapon." And I kind of think that's a similar thing.
Well, I mean, even the internet's like that. Like the internet can be a tool, and it is a tool for knowledge and coming together and communication. But obviously, it could be for a lot of other things that aren't that great.
No, definitely, man. And for every good thing that's created, there's always a flip side to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that thing they did on what's that Seth MacFarlane space show? Galaxy. Oh no, it's not called Galaxy Quest, but some inventor dude made this machine that aged. You know,
Orville? Is that what you're talking
there you
about?
go. Yeah, that show Orville made a machine that was, he thought was made for good because he didn't see that it could be used for, you could use it on people and it would kill them. But he didn't see that. He only saw the what. I could turn this rock into food, not realizing that we could turn anything into food. So we could turn a person into a banana. Ta-da! And the person's dead now because he's a banana.
Well, here's the other thing too, is I think sometimes that the reason, and I say this lightly with a grain of salt, but I think sometimes the reason humanity is at its worst is because we automatically have a sense of protection or survival. So I think a lot of people, and I'm not trying to justify bad behavior, but I think a lot of people make selfish decisions not because they want to be selfish, but because, like, obviously they might have the frame of mind of like, it's either me or this person, you know what I mean? Self-preservation kind of thing. But I think that if we had a society where you didn't have to worry about like living paycheck to paycheck, like think of how much less stress you would have if you I'm not saying you didn't have to work, but you just didn't have to worry as much about bills, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like how much happier you would be. And if you're happier, you treat people better, for the most part, most people. I just think it's like a domino effect. And yeah. Hey, Marfan20. Hello. I hope I didn't miss anybody else in the chat.
No.
And ranting.
Solo's still out there. NJ Bricks is still out there. And Garligate's still out there. We have got
House of Bricks.
Yeah, welcome along. And Brick Studios in the house as well. Welcome along, Brick Studio. Great to have you here, mate.
It's like everybody has bricks in the name, but Galigate and TJ.
You know what? Garligade's got no. I actually know it's a lie. She has. She's got a couple of bits of content on her channel, but she has got a humongous ratio of subscribers in comparison to what content she's put out there. She is the glue of the community as far as the UK and America and Europe is concerned. She's always there. And
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Brick Studio.
Yeah. Did you go to the gym, BFAB?
Do pigs fly?
Well, if you throw them far enough, but
I guess, yeah, right.
I have not been to the gym the last 5 days, 6 days maybe, because let's just say I wasn't all there 3 of the 6 days. So
okay.
I just want to mention real quick that these Speed Champion sets, like as awesome as they are, dude, they have got tons of stickers.
Let's take a look.
That one I built up there too, the Nissan one.
I'm like, have you never built a plastic car model in your life?
Yeah.
So to me, when I see the tiny little sticker sheet in the Speed Champions, I'm like, oh, this is going to take 2 seconds. You know? As compared to let me get my, scissors out and my tweezers and my cotton balls. And
yeah, those always look like a pain in the butt.
Let's go to work.
Do you guys have any kind of That looks sweet. I've been looking at that one too, because you can change the front of that.
Yeah, and this is why it's still in the box, and I'm not using it for the live stream because those stickers are like. Ah!
So, do you guys have a special technique for applying stickers?
Just years and years of practice.
Yeah,
because I use my fingers. I just can't.
Me too.
The whole brick separator thing. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. I don't care how small the sticker is. I have to use my fingers.
Yeah, I've tried it, but I got to use my fingers too. It's just I got to be able to feel where it's going.
Yeah.
This one here. So this is a Lego City set, and this came with 15 stickers, I think it was, and they're probably the best ones I've ever applied.
Oh yeah, I like that. What was it saying again?
This is
only the best.
Only the best.
But there was a different one, wasn't there?
Yeah,
there's a different one. Watch for the kids or something. Was it? It's on the back, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind the kids.
Mind the kids, yeah. Or mind that child.
Mind that child. I wonder what it says in America, because it's not going to say mind that child in the US. Probably going to say children crossing or something.
I use this. Let me show you this as well, because I don't know about you guys, but I use this strange construction for doing my stickers. There we go. Look at that.
Okay.
What?
So what I do is I'll put, I don't know, let's grab a tile or something. I'm going to use that, I suppose, and then just kind of put it on there like that, and then I've got something to work from, as opposed to kind of holding this in my hand.
Okay.
And then these bits and pieces, it all just comes apart bits like that, and I just kind of use that as a kind of a tool to work from. But yeah, you won't see me putting stickers on a live stream. But yeah, I'm getting better at it. But Brandon, when it comes to live streams and stickers and stuff like that, I'm you're probably better off just doing it in private and putting those on. And I don't know. I mean, who else is it? I tell you what, Solo Brick Builder. He's done an absolute ton of Speed Champions. Solo, let us know what your style is, because the thing is, like, these Speed Champions are fantastic, but boy, do they come with a lot of stickers. Way too many stickers, in my opinion, because they are a licensed product after all. But sometimes with Speed Champions, the cars look pretty good without any of the stickers. I've got the Porsche over here. There we go. That's the 1974. I think it's a twin turbo one. Here we go. Look, now that there. This has got stickers on it, but it hasn't got particularly too many in there, and that's pretty sweet. But
yeah, man,
I quite like the plainness of it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's nice looking.
The guy
it just looks like a normal car, with a normal paint.
Yeah, and Lego came out with one a little bit before that as well. It was like a lime green one, but I've not built that yet. And
yeah, that's in that 2-pack set.
That's it. You got it, Doc. But Doc, you've I mean, I'm saying solo brick builder. You know, what does he think of Speed Champions and the stickers and stuff like that? Doc, you've recently built the Ferrari.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that? In kind of hindsight, looking back at it, what did you think of it?
I think, well, the only thing, I love it. It's a perfect, I think, a perfect representation. And they use pieces in kind of an interesting way that I hadn't seen before. I only wish I had been wearing, you know, some sort of white curator gloves when I was putting it together so that it remained super shiny. Now it's kind of, you know, it's got human oils on it. And so the car is all dull. I mean, it did look so shiny until I was, you know, flipping it around in my hands, and the more I flipped it around in my hands, I was like, it's getting duller and duller. What? It's like, what's going on? Yeah.
I've noticed that the Lego is also a magnet for dog and cat hair, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet big time. What do you do about that though, Brandon? Do you like vacuum your dog and cat or something, or you just lightly? I mean, how do you keep your Lego pieces clean? Do you use a brush? Do you use a vacuum cleaner? What's your style of that?
Oh, I just give them a buzz cut, man.
What's a buzz cut?
You know, to shave all the fur off the animals.
Oh right. Yeah, I've never heard. I don't know what.
Look, the animal hair is actually really difficult because I'll literally. And it's even worse because I have diabetes, so my hands, like I'm slowly losing dexterity, and especially my right hand. So, anyways, but even just trying to pull a piece of hair off these things can be like just difficult sometimes. I can't explain it. So that's I usually just blow on them. That's like usually the best thing to do, in my opinion. Now, as far as dust goes, that's a whole different story. I have like a nice like dust brush or feather duster type thing.
Yeah.
You know, like a Swiffer type one or whatever. So that works out really good.
Yeah, I use like a brush, a soft brush, like a paintbrush, and if I'm getting like and I'm laughing because I haven't finished building it yet. The 1989 Batmobile. I mean, that thing is like it's full of fingerprints, and it's but you got to use a microfiber with that. Yeah. But I will. After I've had surgery, I'm going to be finishing that Batmobile, and I won't be using it for another stream or anything like that. But I'm kind of scared. I don't want to necessarily finish it, Brandon, because it's just the thing from 2019 as far as.
Yeah, I swear, sometimes, man, I'll just sit here and I'll just look at it.
Is that whose tires are on the table? The Batmobile's tires right there in front of Greg.
Oh, these ones? No, these are from this set. These are fab. I tell you what.
What the heck?
Look,
is this that big burger? No. What are you building?
I tell you what. Oh God. Let me just get. If I can reach up, I can. There's one set. This is where I've got the Batmobile over here. Here we go. So just to show you how big the Batmobile tires are. So this what I'm actually building, just to give it some scale. I'm building this bad boy here.
Okay, that Emmett truck thing, right?
That's it. Yeah, put it in the sale, half price. Lovely jubbly, happy day. And so this is a monster truck. Okay, so this just to give you some scale, a monster truck, and it's a big monster truck. It's not a small one. It's not like the Crusher that Lego City is. This is the monster truck tires. I tell you, let's make it look even bigger. Let's go solo. So there's the monster truck tires, but these are the tires from the Batmobile. Like, you know.
Yeah, dude, that thing is massive, man.
Yeah,
I love it so much. I just love. It's still so far, I think, my favorite set.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look at that tread.
yes.
Even the tread looks good. That's detail for you, but yeah, they're pretty cool, man. And actually, I'll tell you what, I might even try. Could do a mock. You could put the Batmobile tires on this. That look quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well.
So, Brandon, when you're sitting there and you're kind of admiring the view of the Batmobile, are you kind of sitting in there in your head going,
I ain't gonna lie. The actual '89 theme has popped in my head a couple times when I've looked at it. You know, just that whole Danny Elfman, you know, that score in the beginning. You know, like when the camera's going around, you don't know what it is yet, and then when it pulls out, it's the actual bat symbol. And yeah, because I love Danny Elfman's music. I listen to a lot of. I mean, I'm not like. I haven't got like titles and stuff memorized, but I listen to a lot of music from movies, like the actual
the soundtracks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I quite like listening to soundtracks. When I'm building, actually, I don't really like listening. When it comes to music, I like listening to the lyrics and trying to understand what the story is that they're trying to say. So when I'm listening to music, I kind of tune in to the lyrics, and I find it distracting when I'm building something. So what I tend to do is maybe listen to some like a Star Wars soundtrack or even a Star Trek soundtrack, you know, because it's just kind of good symphonic music.
Yeah, music's always been a big part of my life.
Yeah,
I've always had headphones on.
Yeah, definitely. So Solo Brick Builder says that the Bugatti has got really big tires on it as well. I mean, Doc, I think Doc's maybe just dropped off for a second. Brandon, have you ever built like one of those big Technic sets?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah. It's not really up my alley as far as buying them. I mean, if I was to just get one, that'd be cool. But I don't think I've ever built one. There's been a few that I do like. Yeah. But it's a whole avenue like of another theme I just can't afford to get into.
Yeah, because there's a Lamborghini coming out soon, and
they're not cheap either.
Oh no, they're expensive. They're like hundreds and hundreds. But every now and again, I have seen the Bugatti that Paul wants to get. Actually, I have seen that drop down to sub £200, about 195, something like that. But Solo, if you're still out there, mate, let us know what you think of those Bugattis and the Technic sets, because Technics is probably quite difficult to film in the sense that they're so big and it's so technical and it's kind of minute, and let's face it, I mean it's full of stuff like these here, these pins, and they feature very heavily on Technic stuff.
Generally, I've never really liked Technic sets that much because that's just the overall blockiness of it. And I know that sounds weird because it's, you know, we love Lego so much, but I can't explain it. It's much, I don't know. I guess they're getting better though. They are definitely getting better, but they used to seem so, I don't know. I can't think of the right word, man. They just weren't as defined. Yeah.
Like really, I don't know. They were just like, yeah, Technics isn't my cup of tea either. So.
I mean, and again, they're getting better. I've seen some that I actually do like, but yeah.
Yeah, some of the people up in the chat are saying that they like listening to soundtracks as well. Titanium's into watching or listening to, I should say, Cyberman theme and Doctor Who. Doctor Who, I tell you, Titanium, I'm really interested to know what you think, and I'm really into. I like Doctor Who, the mythology behind it all and stuff like that. I think it's very clever. But if you listen to the original Doctor Who soundtrack, it's got this really strange. I mean, bear in mind it came out in something like 1963. It's got this really weird synthesizer, like super early synthesizer sound to it. I'd be interested to know what you think about that as we're kind of talking about audio and stuff like that, and phonics. Brick Studio says, does everyone think that BFAB could have a sleeping live stream? I think we could end up having one next week, the way we're going. But BFAB, BFAB, are you actually, when you come back, are you going to be building next week? Are you going to be building this, or are you going to be merely hosting and conducting the live stream? And just in case anybody doesn't know, there will be a live stream kind of being announced next week that BFAB is hosting, so look out for that one. I think I think even you're going to be in that one, aren't you? So let us know.
Galgate should be there if Galgate can make it. So on the 29th, guys, stay tuned.
Yeah, definitely, everyone. Look out, and don't forget, everyone. You got BFAB, Doc, London Bridge Bricks, Brick Hive. We're all on in around the different social media feeds. For example, Instagram. Look for us on that. Look for us all on Twitter and stuff like that. We're all kind of fairly active. I'd probably say we're probably most active if on a particular one. I'd say probably Instagram and stuff like that. So look out for that. And then when BFAB does his kind of news flashes and hot off the press coverage of what's going on in the wibbly wobbly world of the Legoland, do check out BFAB's Instagram as well, because if you want to have a good source of daily updates and stuff like that, or as it's happening kind of news,
I appreciate it. Also, I did kind of fall asleep. Brick Studio said, the thing is, I was tired. So, like, the thing is, I sleep very lightly, and so when I heard my name, I got back up. So I should be energized again.
You're good, dude. I mean, you know, we know that you guys are on different time frames, you know, and we kind of gave you guys short notice, so it's all good.
Oh, no, it's not about short notice. It's like I've been on so many streams. I was on a private call last night with a bunch of people. And then before that, I was on like another 2 streams. So I just been, you know, all over the place. So.
Well, like I said, man, you're like definitely one of the hardest working people, I swear, in YouTube.
I'm the best stream hopper.
That's good. It's great to have you here. And yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, 80% of the time, it's going to be Brandon and me doing the Transatlantic live streams. We're always kind of, it's always going to be us anyway. If it won't be a Transatlantic live stream if it wasn't Brandon and me. But from time to time, we'll have guests on as well. So, you know, if anyone's ever interested in joining us, you know, reach out from time to time and we'll kind of arrange things. But this was a bit of a last minute arrangement because, you know, we're all busy people. Brandon and I are particularly busy. And, you know, we were just chatting about this yesterday and we thought, yeah, why not? So we kind of threw it out there. And when you consider I'm in GMTV time and, you know, and then you got Doc, who's kind of West Coast America. There's, just in case anyone didn't realize, there's like 8 hours between Doc's time zone and mine. And here in London at the moment, it's pitch black. But where Doc lives, it's broad daylight. So
yeah.
So, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. You know, you think we was all in different bedrooms within the house or something like that, streaming together. It's kind of crazy.
Not just daylight. It's actually still morning there.
Oh, wow, man.
It's like 10:48 for Doc right now.
Yeah, over here now, it's like 6:48 in the evening. So,
oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's cool, man. I love it. But, you know, that was one of the first things. Me and Brandon. I mean, the weird thing is, in the next, I think in about 3 weeks' time, our time zone changes, and for about 2 weeks or so, there's only actually about 4 hours difference between East Coast America and the UK. But yeah, we'll definitely when it comes to streaming, I think certainly in the next couple of weeks, I'll be looking out for your one, BFAB, of course, next week, or Brandon, I'm always watching your one. So anyone who's new here in the chat. BFAB's, you know, he's kind of around on most streams. He's like the ultimate YouTube Lego streamer. I
think the only person that beats me is Gallagade.
Actually, Gallagade is like the chat. She's like the queen of the streaming chats. I don't think I've actually ever to this day gone on a stream and she's not been there. And I was like, everywhere there's a Lego stream, there we go again. So.
If Gallagade ever doesn't show up to a stream, I'll know something's wrong. So
yeah, you know what it is? It'll be the end of the world. That's what it will be.
We'll assume that she got kidnapped, and then we'll call the cops when we got her.
How's your build going over there, Brandon? Because you are being really quiet, and I can see I've never seen you focus so much.
It's just all these stickers, man.
All right, let's
I don't have a problem applying them. I mean, I'm actually fairly decent at putting stickers on. It's just
there it is. Look at
I tell myself the same thing that I'm good at applying stickers. I'm usually really bad at
it. Let's face it, it's the worst thing. I'd like to know how many takes that Jang makes when he's doing his ones on his special builds that he does. He does his pure builds, doesn't he? And
cool stickers though, man. I got like the Jaguar sticker and
yeah.
How many stickers does that set have total?
Do they do the numbers exactly? I can't remember by the sticker,
I believe
right?
so. Yeah.
47.
Ballin'.
Not bad. 2 sheets. Yeah.
Collecting Bricks is in the house. Welcome along. Great to have you here.
Hi, collecting.
Hola.
Oh, collecting.
I miss collecting.
Yeah, I haven't seen her around for a couple of weeks or so.
I'm going to try and convince her to come on my live stream.
Yeah, man, that'd be good.
Oh, camera on the live stream, huh?
How you doing, collecting? Let's know how you're doing. What are you up to?
I know. Now we're waiting for her to respond. I don't hear her saying anything.
Anxiety us. That's what it is.
So I think I'm going to go to my local toy store again today.
Oh yeah. And what are you going to do down your local toy store then?
Yeah, they
Get
have a
some
sale.
more random pieces from the picker brick.
Oh, that bin thing. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the one that we have at the local one that I go to is you have to sort through the gigantic bin, to find anything that you're looking for. Unless you're like generally looking for, like, I'm just looking for some red pieces, and just start grabbing anything red and just throwing it into a cup. But and they don't let you keep the cups. They pour it into a bag. They're like, no.
Yeah, that's how they are here too. But that's all good. I don't mind.
You know what they do in the Lego store when you go to your like pick a brick wall in London? Anyway, I don't know if they do it where you guys are. If you take back the one that you previously purchased, they'll give you like £1 off the Lego.
Yeah. There's I can't remember how much, like 50 cents or something.
Okay.
Wait, what is it?
Just like the pick a brick cups. Just like if you bring back your cup from the last time, you get a discount if you fill it back up instead of using a new one. Yeah. Just like if you here in the States, if you go and if they're not, bitchy store and you fill up the pick a brick cup and they ring it up, you can pour it into a bag and tell them to keep the cup and they'll give you that same discount.
Wow. I think I'm going to try that next time I go to the pick a brick wall.
Yeah, it's definitely worth doing, mate.
Because, dude, I've got a buttload of cups around here.
Yeah, and they just refill them that way. But the worst part is, like, most people, they remember the discount, when they're there. And it's like, oh, damn it, I should have brought those cups with me. It's like, you take them, you leave them in the car. That way they're just in the car anytime you go anywhere. You're just like, oh, wait a minute, I got the pick a brick cups.
Yep, they're right there.
Yeah, when I went to the Lego Dots house a few weeks ago, they gave us these ones here. How cool is that? They're like these tiny little ones.
Yeah, you guys don't have those?
Yeah, so we got given these. So when you were there at the event, they sort of said, like halfway through it, they said, oh, by the way, you can keep everything you've made. So I kept this one.
Oh, nice.
Pretty straight up thing, but and they said, I don't think I got any special particular dot colors or anything like that. It's just loads of these kind of quarter circle pieces and stuff like that.
Cheese wedges or pizza slices.
That's it. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Welcome.
So those are dots then, huh?
These are dots, or I don't know what makes a dot. It's like, well,
most of them have unique printing on them from the new.
They didn't have any. I'm sure they were there, but I didn't spot.
Well, I've seen they're selling all the unique ones or whatever, like in a bag, right? Like you get a whole pack of them.
I think they're called extra or something like that. But whilst everyone was taking all the little pieces, I was like, oh, I'm going to grab some of these plates. So this is going to be useful for a Hoth thing that I'm doing. I'm going to do a mock on Hoth, Battle of Hoth, that sort of thing. So nothing too original, but it's something that I kind of want to do. And
isn't that the size that Kaz uses for Micropolis?
Do you know what? I think it is actually. And funny enough, you mentioned Kaz in the LBB News next week that comes out. We're gonna actually feature a little bit from Kaz because she helped build the House of Dots. So
okay.
Yeah. So me and her go to a lug in London, strangely enough, called London AFOL's lug, and she got asked way back in, I think it was November, December time, if there was anyone available to help with this Lego project that was pending. Anyway, so she volunteered for it, and she ended up actually spending a few days at the Lego headquarters in London, putting all these pieces together and everything like that. So she's done a couple of videos. If anyone wants to find out what her channel's called, it's Blockhead UK. She's really good, and
is that the really old lady?
I wouldn't say really old, but you know,
probably I don't know, 40s or something like that.
Yeah, you know, she's a lady.
Yeah, so that was not supposed to sound mean. That really came off as mean. No, that wasn't meant to be mean.
No, but what she is she actually does quite a lot for the Lego community over here in England, and she's even got some. So she specialises in these micro builds called Micropolis. So, for example, if you've only got so much space in your house or something like that, you can still have a Lego city of sorts, but a Micropolis version of it. And she's kind of like the go-to person for anything like that. So
yeah, if you don't have a lot of space, that's a perfect way to go.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what, her stuff looks great, and she's done so well for herself because she's even got some sets displayed in Denmark as well.
Dude, she's made tons of them.
Yeah, she really has, and so I asked her because she made some of these videos. I said, "Oh, do you mind if we just sort of mention you and stuff like that on our vid, and maybe use one or two snippets of her footage as well?" So she said, "Yeah, you know, thank you and all that kind of stuff for asking." And so there will be a bit about her on it, and I guess it was kind of useful as well. She's a person that I know, and it wasn't, you know, there was a lot of people involved in it. Something like 180 kids helped kind of put the patterns together, a team of AFOLs, and of course then you've got all the backroom staff and all that kind of thing helping to put it together. And it was like 8 shipping containers were used to build this construction called House of Dots. So you know, so anyone who's into kind of like seeing a different sort of side to Lego building cities and stuff like that, do check out Blockhead UK. That stuff's really cool. So how's it going with the Le Jaguars over there, Brandon?
Good. I'm almost done with this one. I got a little bit more to do and then put the wheels on, and then the other one gets started. The one I actually like.
He hates the Formula E.
Yeah, I'm not like a big fan of that car, but you know, like I said, it looks really awesome and the color is really cool.
Yeah, Doc, what's your take on the new Speed Champions being 8 studs wide? You got any thoughts on that?
Well, I did a video on it.
Yeah,
I like the all Speed Champion cars are just like, let me just knock these onto the ground. They're little toy cars as compared to the new ones. The new ones
we're having to pay 20 for them, you know. So
they're awesome.
You can pay for those 2 extra studs.
Yeah, you're paying for them.
Yeah,
because they went up. They're about $5 more now, right?
Yeah, I mean they remind me so much of those. You know, how you have the die-cast versions that you can buy, and you know, the little scale model plastic die-cast, you know, that they have of cars. That's what the new Speed Champions remind me of. They look as nice as those cars.
They do. They did a great job by making them the 8 stud, and plus, like, you can add so much more detail when you expand it. So,
and I tell you, man, if you're really into cars, you would just love these sets even more. I mean, because if you're a big car fan, they're definitely very, very cool.
Oh God, yeah.
Have you got a favorite, Doc, that you've built out of them so far?
Well, it's the Ferrari, of course, because #Team Ferrari. Because I got to push, you know, because the ninja with the bricks is Team Ford. You know, there was that dang movie, Ford versus Ferrari. He didn't even hear about it. I'm just kind of like, how could you not have heard about? I'm like, you like the Speed Champions, and yet you're not keeping track of the speed world. It's like, what's going on?
By collecting.
He's collecting.
Yeah, she got homework. She's got lots and lots of homework to do.
Collecting. Good luck with your presentation as well. I hope it goes really well. They can always be quite a nerve-wracking thing, but the only tip I can say to helping you with giving a presentation is just know your presentation inside and out, and you'll do really well. So good luck, and best wishes from all of us here for that.
Yeah, her and Titanium. They've been pretty busy with school lately.
Yeah, it can be quite heavy. My my nieces and nephews that recently moved a year ago from London over to Boston, they're finding their schooling is quite intensive. It's like slightly longer days, and you guys tend. I think it may be because they live in Boston. I'm not sure, but they tend to have quite a lot. We over here in the UK, we have lots of breaks, lots of terms. In America, you have much less terms than what we have here.
Yeah,
You guys don't get the summer off?
They get 6 weeks off, but you guys get something like 3 months off, don't you?
Yeah, it's all because of our school system and the school hours and the way the school works is because the farmers in the Midwest, when they decided to make public school free, in order for these farm kids, in order to be able to, you know, come to school, we had to make accommodations.
I don't think that kids should get any time off, to be honest, because like I still live with my parents at 21 years old, and I have a 16-year-old little brother. And no offense to him, he's kind of annoying. So when he's not home, it's always nice to be free from him. So
you think we need a longer school? And like when in Japan, they go to school on Saturdays and they only have 4 weeks off or whatever it is during the summertime.
I wish I could stay with my little brother. Can we send my little brother to Japan?
So it's just kind of like, oh, okay. But they only have like 4 weeks off in the summer, but they have like, you know, a week off here and a week off there and a week off here and a week off there or whatever it is. But, you know, 6 days a week.
Wow. That's full on, man. That is really full on. What's actually interestingly, BFAB, is your brother or brothers, are they interested in Lego at all?
So my little brother doesn't really seem to be interested in it anymore. And my brother right now, he seems to be too busy for it because he was a Marine, so he didn't really get to interact with Lego for a while. But my older brother still likes Lego. And the reason he still likes Lego, I have to give credit to BrickZar. My brother, like for like a year, really didn't care about getting Lego. And then he found BrickZar's YouTube channel, like after I showed it to him. And he started watching BrickZar's videos. And his exact thing is like, this guy is so different. And I like this dude so much that he literally started going back and buying Lego. That being said, right now he's dealing with his girlfriend and trying to buy a house and everything. So he doesn't really, he's not focusing really on like Lego stuff, but I know my older brother still likes it. I don't think my little brother really cares for it, but he'll get a set every once in a while. I'm the main person in my family that keeps buying Lego, so.
Yeah, do you reckon that'll change though? Can you ever see like a time when you might not be as much into it? Like for example, you know, work commitments or buying a house and stuff like that. You know, what's your feelings around that?
So for me, like there's been times like recently over the last like 2 months, I've had no motivation to build Lego sets. I have about a 30 set backlog right now. And a long time ago, I'd probably have like 1 set of my backlog. So I keep buying, but I don't have any motivation to build anything. So
you are like properly collecting, but not kind of.
Yeah, I just have no motivation to build anything, especially after I moved back in December. Like 95% of my Lego sets are taken apart. I have no motivation to build them back. It's almost March, and I've moved since December, and I've not rebuilt any really of the Lego sets, other than like the ones that I've built like in the last like 2 months, which hasn't been a lot. I really haven't touched any of my old Lego sets to rebuild them. So,
wow.
Yeah, see, I'm like the opposite. I'm motivated to build, but I just can't afford that many sets.
Yeah. Do you know what, though, guys? You kind of always genuinely want what you can't have, and you know, if you're buying them, I mean, I buy way too many, really, and I kind of, because of that, I kind of think, well, what could potentially be worth some money in the future, like Champions or something like that. Once they've finished making those ones, or they bring out the new range, as they do every year, I generally find that they tend to like almost double in price. And I had one like a couple of years ago, which was the Bugatti, and Paul was telling me the other day that they're going for like £50 these days, which is like mega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
Do you any use for like, or 3, I should say? Do you ever buy any Lego sets for as investments? And about the chat as well, does anyone out there ever buy Lego for as an investment, like and think, well, I'll buy that set, maybe like, you know, something like the Saturn V or the Lego Disney train, and think to yourself, right, okay, I'm going to buy that. I'm never going to build it, and then hopefully one day it'll be worth some money. Has anyone out there ever done that? You guys ever did?
No, not with the Lego set. No.
Yeah, I have bought stuff that I wanted that turned into something that was kind of an investment. And when I say investment, I mean like a small investment. It's not like thousands of dollars or anything. But no, I don't think I've ever bought anything strictly just for an investment.
I have recently, with all the 77% off Lego, like there's a bunch of sets that I have that I know that's going to be worth a lot more. Like a couple days ago, I found a 2018 Harry Potter set for $3.50, which was the Aragog layer. And then I got the train, which I still need to do a haul video on it, but I've had no motivation to make haul videos. Got the tray, which is 80 for 19. And I'm going to hold on to those for a year or two and resell them, because I know the value is going to go up a lot. So.
Now,
yeah.
I think that if I found a good deal on something, yeah, I'd probably maybe get it for an investment.
Yeah, I cannot find anything ever on sale or clearance. It's just
Go to 14 Walmart, Doc. You got this. I didn't realize how
I
helpful
can't
the
be gone
Walmart.
from the house that long. If I could, there are all kinds of rural stores that I'd be like, oh, I know the Fred Meyer tucked away in the middle of nowhere. See you, folks.
Yeah,
I am headed there.
I was out for 10 hours, hitting 14 Walmarts. It was crazy. But everybody always told me to download the Walmart app, and I didn't really care. Right, but literally, you type in Lego and you go to the store thing, and you can check all these stores around the surrounding areas. It'll tell you what's on clearance and everything, which is so helpful. I always have for the last 2 years, people have told me to download them. Don't really care. And little do you know, this is when you can see the amazing deals: the 77% off Lego, the 50% off, and you can just go to a bunch of stores. I went to 14 different WalMarts and was very content with the results of my hauls because the deals were totally worth it. So I think my biggest regret is not doing it sooner. I mean, I probably could have got better deals years ago. But now that I know to do it, I'm always looking for more Lego, clearance on the Walmart app. That makes sense. Sometimes you go to the stores and they don't have it, but you got to kind of expect that. But you're still gambling with that stuff, and you're going to get some amazing deals if you find them. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got that Walmart app.
It's so helpful.
Mine always says no clearance near you.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, I already know that, but I just had to check.
At least you guys have a Walmart. We don't have a Walmart at all.
Where do you go? Just the Lego store and online?
No, we've got companies Amazon always seems to do pretty decent deals. There's shops like department stores like Debenhams. They always do quite good ones. John Lewis is a big department store. They will always price match companies like Argos, which is another one. Okay, let me know if you use any good shop, because we've got a budget shop over here called B&M. They've started selling stuff now like BRICK heads, and talk about investments and stuff like that. Even BRICK heads can be investment.
Speaking of Amazon,
Yeah.
is anybody gonna pre-order that?
I'm thinking about that Razor Crest.
Here's the thing: I pre-order it, but I've talked to a few of my friends. Not gonna say what YouTuber, but let's just say somebody. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hint at it, but I'm not gonna say it, and I'm not gonna confirm anything. But once I say this, you guys are gonna know. And he said this in private, but he didn't say I couldn't say it. So somebody ordered 250, a total between everybody, 250 plus Razor Crest off his affiliate link, and yeah. So the thing is, the reason why I'm not going to do that is all those people already ordering it off there. They're all going to get it around the same time. I don't have any advantage of getting it early, so I don't really care to pre-order it. So,
my whole thing is it's going to be available.
So how could you get 250? It said a limit of 9.
No, not one person total. 250 people using as affiliate link ordered one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you're going to be able to get it the September.
Yeah, so for me, there's no point. I don't need it. If I could get it early and do a review, whatever, right? It'd be worth it. But 250 people already doing it. I'm yeah, they're all going to get it around the same time. A bunch of them are going to have reviews out. It's not, you can't really win in that case. So,
do you think any ambassadors will get it early?
Yeah, no, I totally think ambassadors will. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's who's gonna, Just Too Good and Ryan and whatever, they're gonna get all the views on it because they're gonna get it early.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of like in baseball sometimes when teams go up against like the Yankees, you know, when you got like hundreds of millions of dollars to drop on your players, you know what I mean? You only get the best.
Well, that's why we gotta, like, you know, hope that BFAB's guy that was able to get him some of them, you know, figures early. It's like, yo, dude, I don't need the box.
I can get some early right now.
Damn it. Get me that Razor Crest today.
Well, so my whole thing is, am I going to regret waiting to pre-order it? Like, you think it's going to sell out or anything?
I think so. I mean, it's going to sell
think it will, but like, if you don't want it immediately and you can wait 2-3 months, then it's fine, you know?
You mean after September?
Yeah.
Oh, heck no, dude.
Yeah, because I mean, after September, I figure like it's coming out at that time to be sold at Christmas too. So they got all the Christmas sales worldwide that we, you know,
we should
everything.
We should try and do like a live stream of it or something like that, man.
Yeah, that's true too. Everybody building one giant Razor Crest build on the September 1st.
I'm dead. Hive's reaction was perfect. So yeah, pre-order it then, Hive. If you really want it, you still have some time to pre-order. I'd do it then. So
yeah, because I just wonder if they released the, you know, they said they were gonna, you know, make it or whatever, and they let you pre-order it now. So this way, because how long does it take for them to actually make the thing? They might already have it piled up in warehouses and saying, okay, people have been bitching about us not having this out. So once we release it, there's going to be a huge demand. So let's stockpile, put it online so people can pre-order, so we can figure out how many we actually need to really make, so that when the demand hits we don't run out. It hits the shelves and it stays on the shelves, you know. Or it might just be like, well, however many pre-orders there are, we're just going to make a small percentage over that number, and then it'll just go into rotation for us to, you know, make however they make sets, you know, however they determine to, you know, restock something, how they restock it, you know.
Yeah.
I have every intention of mocking it. That's why I want it, because I was going to mock one anyways. I've been saving, like, as I've been going through pieces for the city, I'll see random pieces and I'll be like, oh, that would probably look really good in a Razor Crest. Like, I have a whole interior of like all the prints with like gauges and whatever, all that stuff. And I've got like this round circular tubular pieces that for like the boosters on the wings.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of like picking pieces up. And
so maybe you could mock one and then compare it to the other one, because like Galigate says, if you start hinting now that it's coming out in September, maybe at Christmas time it might be under the tree. You won't have to buy it.
Well, I mean, so now instead of starting the whole thing from scratch, I'm just gonna buy that and just make it bigger. But
Yeah.
I might not need to. It looks like, huh?
You know, I don't know why they're releasing it in September. If they do even August, I think that'd be a better move. So
yeah,
sooner the better. But yeah, you know, it's got to come out at least in September so that it can hit the shelves for Christmas, because you start in the end of October, you know, pretty much now. In the same time you're doing Halloween display, you're putting up Christmas stuff. Most retailers in America are now. So
that's when it's coming back, right?
You know, yeah, September 1st is when it's out.
No, I mean like the Mandalorian. It's coming back in October.
Oh, it's October. Right? Yeah, yep. And
you've also got to consider as well, just outside the borders of America, Europe hasn't seen the Mandalorian yet. So the Mandalorian comes out here end of March. And then of course everyone's going to be like, oh man, I need more Mandalorian. And then of course they'll be looking at what toys and all that kind of stuff's out there. And they've only got to wait until October to get the season 2 of it, because by that point everyone will have Disney Plus. And just 30 days or 4 weeks before the new season, boom, they go release the Razor Crest to the market. So,
yeah, that's crazy to think about it.
Yeah, I tell you what, they look fantastic. I'd actually show you the Mandalorian that we've got, but Paul's got that one. I built it and gave it to Paul, so it was his after all. But I've got to say, the custom mock that we did of it actually does look like the final piece that they've done. So it looks pretty cool. I guess also as well, what we actually BFAB, you could tell me when you come back what you think about the Mandalorian that they're using in the Razor Crest. Is the Mandalorian that they used in the ATST set? So
yeah, I think it's the same one.
Yeah, and the beauty of the Mandalorian is that he kind of outfit changing all the way through the season. So
I figured they'll eventually have at least a minifigure where he's got the newer armor on.
Get the best scars. Like, where's the silver version? Hello, where's he at?
Right.
yeah,
A lot of people were wondering why I can't remember his name now. The pig dude.
Oh, I have spoken. I can't remember what it is.
Oh yeah, I've got his name now. We're Paul's actually collecting the bricks for that at the moment to do that one.
Really?
And it looks really good. It's going to look fantastic. So stay tuned for that one, folks.
Nice.
Right, where's that piece?
Oh, Gaelic Gate's already. She's talking bad about the new Razor Crest. She says it doesn't look like the show. The wingspan seems bigger on the show.
Yeah, obviously it's not to scale, but that's why I was going to mock it. I want it to be to scale.
I want to see the play features it offers, and I want to see what these, the carbonite elements are. What are they stickers or are they pieces?
Yeah, and you can tell from the picture it does have a side door. And obviously, if it's got, because I could have sworn in the description it said not just a cockpit, but I think like
there's an escape pod.
I feel like the top's got to come off. But
yeah, it has to open up in order for you to be able to mess with the cargo bay, and Yoda has a little room in there too.
But it does say it's a two minifigure cockpit, so that's nice.
Well, it says dual figure, so that might just mean the Mandalorian can sit up there with Baby Yoda.
With Baby Yoda. That's paid attention to detail, Doc.
I was just like, that's a two-seater. I'm like, no, who you trying to kid here?
They're sneaky. Because that's what I thought, man. I was like, oh, it's got to be wide enough for two. It's an 8-stud cockpit.
I'm like, no. If two figures could sit there, like in the the new Speed Champions, it would say two figures could sit.
Right.
When I was like, dual, what does that mean? And the only pictures they show, I'm like, yeah, the Mandalorian sitting up there and the baby can fit on his lap. I'm like, okay.
Nope, you're exactly right. Yep.
I'm like,
that's some good wording on their part.
I know how many people are thinking, all right, I can put another figure behind him. It's like, nah, that's not how it works.
Because that made me think, like, obviously it was a it's a little bit more detailed, a bigger cockpit, but I was looking at it, the picture, just only that one picture, but I was like, yeah, it doesn't really look that wide. I mean,
let's take a look at it.
I personally think the set actually looks like a $60 set. So, like I was telling everybody, like when I had the images, I don't know, like 2-3 days before it got released. Yeah. Ryan, I was in a call with Ryan and Vibe, and they were asking me to describe it to them, and I'm like, I can't share it with them. I told them it was a $60 set. And then all of a sudden, like a day after, Ryan managed to get the pictures after me, or 2 days after. He's like, that is not a $60 set. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? I thought it was $60. So,
well, I mean, ironically, that's 120 where you're at. It's 130 for us, but it's not that bad in my opinion, because it's got 1,200 some pieces, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's like 1,200 pieces, I think.
Yeah. 1,023.
Oh, okay.
1,023.
It's
it's a little high, but I mean,
it's less good value than what the Slave One was. That's for sure.
And actually, if you think about it, the 23 pieces probably be just for the minifigure. So it's basically a $1,000 piece.
$1,000 set.
Woo!
He's got pupils.
What do you guys think? You guys like it? I like it, dude.
I think after seeing Rich Boy Jay's mock and seeing it like in the show, like it looks all right, but they could have done better, right?
Yeah,
especially here. This set is going to become one of Lego's best sellers this year. I call it. I'm calling it right now.
And dude, Rich Boy Jay's mock was fabulous, dude.
Yeah, it was.
I love how fast he came out with it. And it was like done. It's just like
I couldn't believe it, and he didn't have
Masters.
Right, and he didn't have a lot of reference either, man.
He
didn't.
He's talented, a really talented kid.
Sure.
Ship, just like holy crap, man.
Yeah.
I don't see how it would open though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking obviously that. Well, okay, even if the top panel can come off, so you can maybe get into like a bunk or something like that. Yeah, how do you? I don't think the whole thing's gonna lift up to get to where the carbon
You could open up the back part. I know that.
Yeah, 'cause you can see the door on the side right behind the Mandalorian figure.
But what are you supposed to reach in there? I mean,
For what it seems like, I've seen back images of it, and it seems like you could open up the back. So I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon so too.
Yeah, because I don't see how that roof part's going to come off unless it. But it looks like it might be a hatch that flips open on the top.
It's possible, yeah.
Do you think they'll put a figure in there in carbonite?
I'm hoping.
That would make sense, and that would be cool of Lego to do that. Like, you don't have to give us 5 or 6 of them, but yeah, give us one, man. And actually, give us one based off the character in the first episode that he got.
Yeah, that blue guy.
Yeah.
Annoying blue alien.
I like it. Yeah, watch out for the big fish. You got to eat them. Yeah, that was cool, man.
Yeah,
so do you think they'll actually ever reveal the origin of the kind of the Yoda child's planet? Because that's all meant to be a bit of a mystery. Or do you think they kind of just
I'm hoping he finds the planet or whatever, because that's what his whole quest is now, is to find Yoda's people and reunite the child with his people. So
I have to say, I don't know what the heck they're going to do, but it seems like it would make sense that he would take it to find others, more species like him. But yeah, hard to say what they're going to do with it.
exactly. There's no that's the cool thing about it, because it's like, well, it's not a Jedi thing or whatever. So, you don't have a particular story that they could follow or whatever. At this point, it's like the whole galaxy's open, and who knows what his first move is going to be to try to, locate these, what? Like, what trail does he have, really?
Yeah, I've kept it a mystery for a long time.
Did they kill that doctor guy? The one with the glasses?
Yeah, he's still about, isn't he?
Because if he's still alive, that would be your only lead.
Yeah, I mean, Mando left him alive.
Yeah, so we're going to have to find that guy.
And of course, there's a story behind how that guy came to have the dark saber as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's going to give one of those speeches. I can't wait for it, where the bad guy tells you, let me tell you my crazy elaborate plan and all the trouble I went through to bring you here. To defeat you. With I'm going to tie you up now and have a super laser slowly try to shoot you. And not that, you might escape, but maybe you won't,
Dude, some villains are dumb.
It's just like half the time when the good guys, it's just like, just shoot him. Don't say anything. Just kill him.
Do it. Yeah, just kill him.
Like, blam, done.
This is cool.
That reminds me of Deadpool. Like at the end when Colossus didn't want him to shoot the bad guy.
Oh man, he comes up with some good stuff. Is there going to be another Deadpool movie?
Sure, yeah.
Not to. I mean, that's just a money-making machine. It's just like, if you want to print dollars, make another.
They'll probably run it to the ground, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course they will. You're so dark. You must be from the DC universe.
Yeah.
the only good thing about the Deadpool though is at least he can make fun of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he can literally just be honest, be like, yeah, we're making another one just to make a lot of money.
I
mean, everybody just eat it up, because it's Deadpool.
He will. He'll say that. He'll absolutely say that. 100%.
And then because it's a Deadpool movie, he can be like, we can afford the Christopher Hemsworth. Look, it's Deadpool guest starring with Thor, because he wants to get paid too. And and look, there's Iron Man. You thought he wasn't never going to come back? Check him out. I wrote a big enough check. He'll be in this movie too.
Oh, do you know what?
He's gonna come back.
It'll be a flashback, but he's gonna be in it.
What I feel like they're gonna have a flashback of him in
the next Spider-Man
or Black Widow. Actually, Spider-Man too.
Well, in Spider-Man, he could just be a hologram.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, pre-programmed.
You have to say something to be like, okay, kid, now's the time for this.
Yeah, I guess he would be kind of like that. Would actually, make him like Jarvis.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, why not? Well, that keeps him in it then, doesn't it?
Right.
Yep, and it keeps him in the future ones too. And they could, have a synthesized personality, so it can be all smarmy, just like just like Tony too.
Well, and he'd never have to. I mean, you wouldn't even have to show him, even as a hologram. You could just be like a voice. Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Pretty good.
Stop sign shield.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the minifigure that comes with that.
Yeah, we've got 3 so far. I've got him. Got Emmett as well. Here's Emmett.
Man, there sure is a lot of Emmets. It's like R2D2.
Yeah.
Or Batman from the Batman.
Batman. Yep. Batman's another one.
And that's just random apocalypse guy.
So, yeah. A wrench. Everyone needs a wrench.
I wouldn't have minded have gotten that apocalypse bird. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that I gotta say, I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, and when I saw it in the flesh, boom! That I thought, oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, but can't have them all.
Uh-huh. I walked away when I saw him. Like, how much? Oh my God! What's this over here?
Because yeah, I mean, I wanted Ninjago City too, man, and I still do.
The docks are fantastic. I mean,
The docks, yeah, and that big boat. I can't remember the name of that boat.
Destiny's Bounty.
Destiny's Bounties, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna make another one of those.
Yeah, TJ's waiting for that one. That's why he's not going to get the Razor Crest. He's like, no, I've got my eyes on the bounty.
Oh God, Lego's killing me, dude.
Yeah,
It'll all be at Christmas time, Hive. It'll all be at Christmas time.
Like, oh my God, man, they're trying to make me go pro.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Titanium's saying that he's invested in a couple of, wished he'd invested in a couple of Ninjago sets that are out and about at the time, the Bricktober one.
You know what? I wonder if I should buy some Lego stock.
You can't buy Lego stock. It's a private company.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
If that was the case, I would have bought Lego stock too.
Because I'm like, yeah, maybe that's what I should do.
Wait, here's the thing.
Lebanon is publicly traded. No.
Well, maybe, Brandon, what are you going to do? You've got to save up something like 2 million VIP points to buy a single share.
I don't know about that, but I did spend $750 to get that stupid minifigure. Oh, God, I feel like I'm part of the problem.
I think we're all part of the problem, mate.
I couldn't help it though, man. I had like over 2,000. I was like, no, I had like over 3,000. Yeah.
And you guys did see the every $10 you spend on Lego sets enters you for a chance to win 1 year's supply of Lego sets, a trip for 4 to Legoland, New York, and $500 of Lego sets each week.
Wow. When's that till?
That's every week that the show airs. So there's 12 chances to win, and then the grand prize will be on the day the show, the grand finale of the show.
The grand prize be like 500 grand for me. I'll take that.
No, the grand prize is $500 of Lego sets each week for a year.
Oh, that ain't good enough.
Imagine.
You could give up work and start your own YouTube channel with that alone.
Right, but they're gonna you'll get a 1099 for the value of it.
Why did I know about
So they will report it as, income to you, to the IRS. So you got to pay the taxes on it.
Oh, wow. See, that's
but if you're a Lego YouTuber and you win, then the Lego would technically be a business expense that you could then write off of your taxes.
Right, that's right.
Because you'll be reviewing that crap every damn day.
Mm-hmm. Like, I work hard unless you do channel.
That's motivation, man.
Hey, Titanium, yeah, I figured that Destiny's Bounty would be all you day one, man. That definitely seems like a day one set for...
It looks like crap, Titanium Jay.
Dude, look, I'll do it for you, Titanium, because I know he just did this.
There's so many Destiny's Bounties. This Destiny's Bounty needs to blow up. I know it's a legacy one, but blow up Destiny's Bounty. I know it's already been destroyed like 50 times. They keep bringing it back. Kill off Destiny's Bounty. Come on, Lego Ninjago team.
The only thing I'll say though is I do want a Destiny's Bounty. All right, it's kind of like this whole the Republic gunship. Like I wanted, everybody knows I wanted the frigate, but I don't have a Republic gunship, so I'm not upset.
Yeah, same.
The only one that was totally meh was that dang TIE bomber. It's just like, who cares?
I know, but I started feeling like I kind of started getting pulled towards that too because I got this TIE fighter collection going on. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, but is it in scale with the other ones?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just can't
Lego,
wait to
man.
see the neck on that frigate. Just see how they manage to keep it all from not wobbling. You know, how's it going to be held up?
It would be an interesting build, no doubt.
Well, Brick Vault have just come out with a range of kind of, I don't know, nano builds, they called it. And that frigate does feature on that one, Brandon. It does look pretty good. So, it's not UCS, but it is a sort of micro build.
And the thing about the frigate, because I'm trying to think, I would say like the Star Destroyer was like that. Probably, yeah, the Transit 4. So those are almost more like models to me.
Yeah.
Instead of like sets. I mean, I know they're sets, but they're more like models because obviously they're way not minifigure scale. Where the other ones that are more minifigure scale, those feel like more like sets. So I don't know.
They are proper models. They're just there for simply displayability. They're not there to play with.
Right.
But they look good. They look good. You look at them, they're instantly recognizable. You know, they're worth getting. I'm collecting a few micro builds with some of these magazines that we get as well over here. So,
and I got to tell you, man, and I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because everybody knows I can definitely go off on a rant, but man, people are really upset with a lot of other people about that whole contest, man.
What contest?
For the UCS or US, or, yeah, the UCS.
Which one will come out first? Yeah, we're gonna get all three. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people were throwing a lot of hate, dude.
So.
I was like, goodness gracious, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he didn't cheat. It was like.
So Ryan brought up this really good point in a video that he did, that there was a vote where back like in 2005, 2006, Lego had the same type of thing, and one of the sets came out like 10 years later.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the other one
I
never
saw
came
that.
out. So that's not exactly true. Saying that they're gonna all come out. Like, I think Lego probably has 3 very rough sketch models done, right? And so like they're almost done with like all of them, and then they're gonna choose like if they want to release stuff. But Lego does this all the time where they make sets and they never release them. Like the second wave of Aliens Conquest, I don't know if you guys remember Aliens Conquest. A whole wave was designed, everything, right? And they just pulled it. They didn't give a good reason. They just pulled it, right? But Lego does that all the time. They design sets and they either hold on to it for as long as possible till they feel like they need to have it out, or they just cancel it. It happens all the time. So, yeah.
Interestingly, though, did they actually? I'm presuming that it was a bit of a landslide for the Republic gunship, but have they actually published the results of that fan vote? Because
no, they just said it was more than 50%.
Okay. Yeah,
it's kind of weird that they haven't given the numbers.
Yeah, they said they would. So because otherwise,
it's weird that they wouldn't. Like, what's the secret?
Ryan was talking to me about this. He's like, they probably don't want everybody to know how well Ryan's army did. He's like, they probably like 85%.
Hey, welcome back, Shy Time.
So
yeah, I know, right?
that's why. But that's why we have influencers, because Lego will leverage that when it suits them. So
yeah, but Lego does not like Ryan. The Star Wars designers are really pissed off at Ryan. So,
why is that? Give us a bit of backstory.
Time to hire new designers.
Well, the 501st Battle Pack thing drove them insane, and they were really upset about it. I think maybe David made this public, but Solid Brick Studios was talking to a few of the designers, be these friends with them, and they hate Ryan. They really hate Ryan. So he said one of the designers said there's no way they're going to make a 501st Battle Pack. So.
Oh, that's a tough.
But
gig.
I have to say, look.
I think he should keep his campaign going, because if somebody up above them decides that it's yes, they're gonna push these.
He's bringing it back soon. That's all I can say. That's what he told me. He's like, I'm bringing it back soon.
And the thing is, look, and I agree with Ryan on the fact that, like, okay, look, they can be annoyed with Ryan and stuff like that, but look, Ryan's not telling the truth. I mean, he's telling the truth when he it would sell. Like, it wouldn't sit on the shelves, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's so funny, man. Because
I can see why Lego might not want to make it, just because the profit compared to a gigantic gunship is going to be a lot less on the little battle pack.
I feel like the reason that they're not going to make it is because Ryan's asking for it. And I don't mean it because like they're mad at Ryan. It's just I think that if they're like their mindset might be okay, if we make this, now everybody's gonna think if they campaign hard enough, we're just gonna make whatever we want.
Yeah,
it's a good point, Brandon.
I mean, but dude, I love Ryan's campaign for it, man. Like,
I like
dude, Ryan cracks me up, dude. Like, I don't agree with everything Ryan ever says, man. But dude, I'll give it up to him. He says what he wants, man. Like, he doesn't care. Like, he says what he wants, dude. And I respect that a lot.
Definitely.
I'm getting
Doc, what have you got in the pipeline then? What's coming up from the Doc Sampston YouTube channel?
Oh, I can't say. I don't preview my work. No. No. I'm still working with the damn Sands collab. It is just a nightmare.
Well, you know, I've said it recently, and I'm going to say it again. Doc, your videos have been getting better and better, man. Just the quality and editing, and you know, like
I'm trying to make more things happen.
Well, I'm just saying, man, you're doing a good job.
I also appreciate the video where you had me nude running in the background. I mean, I think that really added a lot of charisma to your video, so I appreciate that, Doc.
It brought the drama level up.
Yeah. I'm like, help! I'm on fire! Somebody save me! I'm nude and I'm burning! So, yeah.
Well, and plus, like, so, I mean, obviously there's different videos Doc puts out, man, but I remember there was that one the other day when you went to the store or whatever, and I'm telling you, man, the interaction between Doc and Con
in the car
were just hilarious, dude. I'm just like, sometimes look, I might be speaking out of line. I have no idea, but I swear it almost looks like Con is slightly annoyed.
Yeah, it gets that way.
So Doc, between you, us, and 12 odd people out there watching this, what's Khan like? Is he a good guy?
He's a baby by behind. That's what he is, saying no to everything.
Do you guys have similar interests?
No. You know, especially because Khan's telling everybody that Doc doesn't want to do the calendar, but I do.
Wait, you guys want to do the nude calendar too?
And Khan is like, "You're not." No. No, I am the producer. No, that will not happen.
I think you should let it happen. I'm going to be a part of it, so you know.
Well, it's hard to fight the producer. What are you gonna do, man?
Doc, you know you can murder Khan in his sleep, right? Just so you know.
Where? Don't you dare give Con or Doc ideas, man.
You heard it here first, folks.
Like, oh, what happened to Khan? And everybody will be like, oh, nothing. Doc's still around, so everything is good. So.
Everything's good, exactly. They found the new producer. He stays quiet. He doesn't appear on screen.
That's not a partner.
Yeah, you know, again, like, you know, it's funny about like when my wife walked by me that one day when I was watching your video, Doc. But I've had a couple people that I know, like actually like know in person and stuff. Like they've asked me, they're like, "Hey, man, like what was up with that?" He's like, "Was that a puppet?"
No.
I tell all the time, I'm like, I'm not even joking. I was like, you need to go check out Doc's channel. I was like, I'm not even joking, man. I was like, it's just good. I don't know how to explain it, man.
It's entertaining, man.
Look, like, this is gonna sound stupid, man. Because look, not this part. Like a lot of stuff that Doc, you know, does. It makes me laugh. It's just funny, you know, whether it's on streams or whatever. But I can honestly say, like, when I watch his videos, I'm happy. I'm smiling. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy them. You know, and not the same way like when I watch like another video I might like a I can't explain it, man. Something more deep, you know. And,
Exactly.
Hold
I'm just
on.
here to have
We're talking about the same channel.
like we're out.
I feel like I'm getting closer to finishing this car.
How's it looking? Come on, give us
It doesn't look like much yet, but I don't have that many. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot there's like 2 more bags sitting over there. I was like, damn, I don't have any pieces left here. But, yeah.
Well, we haven't got to finish it, Brandon. You know what it's like between you and me. We very rarely, actually, I don't think we ever actually have. Have we actually ever finished a build?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to prove something though.
I've got a theory about you as well, Brandon. Every time I see you doing builds recently on these live streams, every set that you build, right, do you make a point of it matching your headset?
No.
Because you built the last time I was with you, you was building the TIE Fighter, and that matched your headset.
I had the blue strip.
That's the one. And then you're building these ones, and that's like a kind of a bluish teal. Is that, Doc? Would you say?
I would say, yeah, that's a good, yeah.
Yeah, because these days it seems to be, if you can't describe a color, just call it teal, and everyone's like, yeah. No one knows what teal is.
So speaking of just random bricks too, I've also got these, and I've got some more that I'm going to be sending to Smith and Brittany.
Let's have a look.
Hashtag Pink Bucket Nation. So, I mean, there's some purple ones in there too, but like there's a bunch of these light and dark pink ones.
Are those from Lego Friends?
No, actually, I need to dig through those because I was gonna find all these other random pieces I got like laying around too. But these came out of you know, the let's see if I can reach it. These type sets or these things.
Oh wow!
Yeah, man, 1,500 pieces, $40.
That is seriously good value.
Yeah, man. I was saying if I had a Bricklink store, I would have bought a bunch of those.
Yeah, we had a couple of these. I think Jang actually, you know, the Lego Originals sculpture. Jang bought his one, and he got a really good deal on those as well.
Oh, buy bricks in Lithuania. Yeah, they're all on a pallet at Costco.
Oh wow, man!
And they weren't like on sale. That was just the price. It didn't say it was on sale or anything.
Yeah, and do you often go and buy those sort of sets, or bricks, I should say? Is it actually a cheaper way of buying those? Is it buying it in bulk like that? I
don't really buy these a lot. I mean, I bought this because it was 1,500 pieces for $40. But the reason I don't is because when I need pieces, I usually need the same of one piece, like a lot of that piece. And these are so random. There's only a few of each type of color or piece or build or whatever. It's just not really worth it for me. It's a waste of money.
Yeah. And the thing is, right, when you go to your like flea market stores and you go to a toy shop, don't you? A particular one that has like secondhand bricks. That's quite cool, man. I mean, does that take a lot of time out, or are you kind of just interested? You never know. You might get like a golden nugget of a minifigure in it or something like that, because it's quite random, isn't it?
You mean like when I'm picking through all the used Lego?
Yeah. When you get like these, I'm presuming in my head, it's like
I meant to time myself last time I went just to see how long I was there, because I know I had to have been walking around that big bin at least an hour.
Woo!
Because I would sift through it. I'd go around the whole thing and sift through it. And I fill up, you know, a cup or whatever, and then I go through it again and sift through it again, and then I go through it again and sift through it again. But like I keep going in different areas, and then I go down to, because like a lot of the pieces I need were really small, so they fell to the bottom. But there were so many pieces there that if you I thought of Hoosier for a second, because there was a lot of train pieces, like the big pieces, you know what I mean? So like to build train cars and stuff, like you could have stocked up. There had to have been at least a dozen of them in there. Yeah. I grabbed like 2 or 3 of them just for the future, once I get the train running, maybe I'll make it longer. But
yeah. Are you gonna build a train station as well?
You mean besides the one I already bought?
Yeah, you made one, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Have you got it? Show us it to hand, because you did a really good video building that. Is it?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was. I think it was my shout out in the speed build that I did for Brick Studio.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a new one that's out, haven't you? That's just come out this week.
Yeah, I just did one for Bricks in Lithuania.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
Yeah, I like the speed build too because I like that car. But man, that car had a lot of stickers too. I was like, goodness.
When you're doing the video though, do you put the stickers on there and then live, or do you? I mean, what I tend to do is put the stickers on first, and then I kind of do the build. And
no, I just put them on as I'm going.
Otherwise, I got to be honest, Brandon. You're better than me at that because if I'm doing a speed build and if I'm having to apply stickers, there ain't going to be no speed build.
I mean, I'm not perfect or anything, but yeah, I'm pretty decent with the stickers. I'm actually always been pretty impressed with. I haven't had too much of an issue with them.
Got ourselves some engine going on here.
I kind of lost where it was.
So what I'm gonna do.
It's a very sexy build.
I tell you what, this is a really good build. I really like it. It's got. I'm liking the outlets on the engine, the manifold, and everything like that. They look really cool.
I think for 50% off, like what I paid for it, like you did too, it's totally worth it. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a cool
I wouldn't have paid
vehicle.
full price for it, but it's a nice set, right? You know.
Can you believe I've actually gotten to the point now where there are some things that I've wanted to buy, but I just don't have enough room for them in the city. Like so I can't. It's just like so weird, man.
But does that help you though when you're because otherwise you'll just go out and buy stuff and buy stuff and buy stuff. Now you've got this other constraint to consider.
Yeah. You know, especially right now, how I'm doing all this building city ocean stuff. So I'm not buying. That's preventing me from buying more sets than I would. What? Oh, is that your car?
Yeah, it's the same car that he has, but I was just having fun with it.
Oh, what's that brickhead you got there, BFAB?
With the dragon one.
Ah, yeah, brilliant. Let's get you up then, BFAB.
Oh, that's this Lego store one. They sell that one only at the Lego store, the Dragon Dance guy.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to build him soon as well. I think he looks brilliant. BFAB, can you reach him? Because can you turn him around? Because he's like a really good towel piece section.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is a nice brickhead, man. Look at the lamps on each end. That is I got to go to Lego store. That is really nice.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Some of those gold pieces are going to be available in that new Minion set. There's a golden banana, too. You should see how shiny it is in the picture.
Hey, every time somebody talks about Minions, I want to strangle them. So, Doc, you're not.
Yeah, dude. I don't.
I'm just so disappointed. Like I said, I'm disappointed in the Gru and the minifigures. The only thing I actually kind of like is, like I said, some of them pieces, because there's a pumpkin in red, because it's used for the lanterns. I mean, there's a lot of interesting pieces here and there, but the sets themselves are just kind of like, what does this have to do with whatever?
The buildable minions. That's the only one I can say.
Yes.
So I said I like the other one as like the best out of the wave, and then I realized I was wrong. But the buildable minion one actually looks cool, but I didn't know it opened up until after I made the video. That one is cool. But other than that, all these sets suck, and you know what's going to happen? Just Too Good's going to do a review on them. I'm going to end up liking them, kind of like with the troll sets. Like I thought they all sucked, and then Just Too Good did a review on them, and I'm like, you know what? These actually aren't that bad. I want to go buy them all, but I'm going to wait till they're 75% off, right?
That gold printed disc is in. I mean, there's a lot of cool little pieces.
The minions are so ugly. Mega Bloks did a better job. I want to strangle the crap out of those minions. I know they're just Lego minifigs, but they're like. They look bad. The plane looks like, I was thinking in my video, it looks like some person like literally was like flying a plane and the back fell off of it. They're like, oops, okay, everybody's gonna die in this half.
Yeah, it's not even as cool as the city plane. It's just kind of like, you guys have made 1 million airplanes. Why is it, it's not just a refurbished city plane and just different colors, It's
yeah,
like,
man, I ain't gonna lie, that plane is pretty bad. It's like it doesn't look like it was cut in half or something.
And then that other set looks like Ninjago. It's just kind of like, oh, look, here's a Ninjago set. But that's probably from Chinatown or something in the movie or something.
Now we know what happened to Malaysia Airlines, Yeah,
the one that disappeared. It was UFOs. UFOs, I tell you.
Did they ever find that thing?
Yeah, they found the debris, or they found pieces of debris.
Okay.
That's such a dark joke, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
Dark joke.
But no people, no black box.
Oh wow. No black box. That's odd.
yeah.
Because those things have survived. Just
I think
about
Doc
anything.
actually ended up getting rid of all the people and everything. So
It was aliens. They were all abducted. Didn't you see? It's just like gone.
Twilight Zone stuff.
And a little piece fell off from the the tractor beam when it grabbed the plane. A little piece fell off and just took the rest of it away.
some of the stuff is scary to think about, like nobody's been able to find those people. Like you always ask yourself, like, what happened to them? Like, okay, as much as I make dark jokes, I'm not trying to sound like a jerk about it, but like just picture all their families wondering, like, where did they go, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think
yeah.
the co-pilot or whatever did something crazy because they have the plane flying in the direction it's supposed to be flying, and then all of a sudden it pretty much turns 90 degrees out to the ocean and then vanishes off of all the scopes.
The problem is, in like with what you're referring to, BFAB, is because people don't have closure.
Yep.
yeah,
You don't know. You just don't know. Even if you know, obviously they did not survive. You don't know what happened. You don't know where they are. You can't have a proper burial or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's because to me, in my personal opinion, I think not knowing is much worse.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still kind of holding on to some hope, even though like I would be so surprised if they were alive. Let's say for some reason they're locked in another country's jail, right? Let's say they're like, whatever. But you're still holding on to that sliver of hope, right? Like if you knew they were dead and you found their bodies, yes, it's gonna suck, right? But you're not holding on to hope anymore, right?
Right.
You don't know what happened to them. So you're still hoping they're all right. Nobody said they died, right? We just can't find them.
And
right?
here's the thing too, is like, let's say not with the plane, but let's say like a missing person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously it feels like it could be easy to give up hope after a certain amount of time, but look, it's happened. Look at some of the stories when people have been found, like they were kidnapped or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we gave up hope, and here they come walking back.
Like years and years and years and years later.
What was that film Tom Hanks did, where he was Castaway?
Castaway, yeah.
Yeah, he was Castaway, and he
and that was actually sad when he did come back home and his wife remarried and everything. And
He was dead. They had a funeral.
I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I was in pieces watching that movie, and do you know the saddest part of the whole thing for me was when Wilson was floating away.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah! He almost lost his only friend. It was just like, hello.
I know. Honestly, I got goosebumps thinking about that movie. It's just, it was kind of, I don't know.
That's just the power of Tom Hanks. It's just kind of like, damn.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn.
Dude, I'm gonna be a freaking emotional wreck when I go see that Mr. Rogers movie.
Oh, that movie, 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Dude, I haven't seen it yet, man, but because it's like, I love Mr. Rogers, I love Tom Hanks. Like, what? Yeah, because what's that trifecta of happiness or good people or whatever? It's like Bob Ross tells you to love yourself, Steve Irwin tells you to love animals, and Mr. Rogers tells you to love other people.
So is there any sort of controversy about this movie or anything like that? Because obviously we don't know anything about this guy here in Europe. So
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about him. Fill us in, guys.
Well, I mean,
imagine Mother Teresa and Jesus combined into one man.
Like, imagine like the nicest person, but he's not dumb about it. Like he's a very smart guy. He's just very kind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, if you ever need
the way he is in real life too, the way he is
and
on
if you ever
the
need
show.
to trust somebody or count on somebody or something like that, like, or if you needed to confide in somebody and not have them judge you or something, like, yeah, dude, I don't know, I can't explain it, man. But yeah, Mr. Rogers, I'm surprised, like, he's not big everywhere.
No, man, I've heard of Buck Rogers, but I haven't heard of him.
Buck.
Are they related?
Which,
No.
don't get me wrong, Buck Rogers is awesome, but
Yeah, not in the same way that Mr. Rogers is.
right.
Nice one, Buck.
Yeah, because there's like a scene in the movie where he's talking. They're actually filming an episode of the show, and they brought an autistic kid on, and Mr. Rogers is just trying to ask this kid one question, and he sits there as the kid just acts up or whatever for 40 minutes, just sitting there smiling, waiting to be able to ask his one little question and interact with this kid, and that was Mr. Rogers. He had that patience of, the greatest whatever. And like Brandon said, he never judged anybody. If you had Cam and you had to, tell Mr. Rogers that you did the most horrible thing on earth, he wouldn't judge you, but he would definitely help you get to the police station to turn yourself in. And, you'd feel okay about it because Mr. Rogers helped you reach that place,
And dude, racism and stuff like that, never, dude. He thought everybody was equal, you know what I mean, in every single way. You know what I mean? Like, it honestly, probably the most kind person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and he did all the puppets and the voices, and he did everything on that dang show.
And he just, he knew how important it was to have children have a good role model and install good values. And
yeah, well, he's the one that taught kids about death. He would talk to kids about big serious issues, divorce. He would be like, "Let's talk candidly," and he would talk to kids about it. So, but he wouldn't, dumb it down, for kids. He would, be honest about it.
NC Bricks, guys, just to say goodbye.
Oh, bye, NC Bricks.
Bye bye. And I think Mr. Rogers has passed away.
Yeah.
So,
Mr. Rogers, I don't know for sure.
I think
he is.
Judging by what you guys have said about that particular chat, Mr. Rogers, Tom Hanks sounds like the perfect actor to play him.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it looks like him too. He died in 2003. No, his wife died in 2003. Yeah, no, he died in 2003. There we go. His wife died the same year. Damn.
Oh wow.
That actually doesn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of, especially if people that have been married for a really long time.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I used when I lived in East London, I had next door neighbours, and the one passed away, and the other one passed away within like a month. It was like they kind of gave up.
Yeah, my grandparents were like that. I've known actually a few different people.
Princess Leia's mom died the day after Princess Leia died.
Yeah,
she died from a broken heart. I mean, it's just like it's possible.
Yeah. It's very sad, but yeah, it does happen. And you know what? I think it's a beautiful thing as well. In a lot of ways, I think it's a nice thing. If you could time it just like that, I definitely would.
Yeah,
love my wife to bits, and yeah, I definitely would feel like that as well. But anyway, actually talking of people that have passed away and stuff. I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head, but the chap, the designer, the Lego designer who came up with the Lego.
Oh yeah,
he passed away today, didn't he?
That's
today.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you know what? I saw somebody say something that, and I don't know, you might have seen it, Greg. I can't remember where I saw it at. It might have been Instagram or Twitter, but somebody had mentioned how it would be an honor on the next CMF series that they made a minifigure of him.
Yeah.
I mean, since he made many, like he made the design.
Oh, he invented the
design we know, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he did the original, like old school, ones, but the ones that we know today.
Yeah, he did the ones that the minifigures currently as we do it. But I have heard from a guy that works at Lego saying they probably won't be able to do it in the next wave of collectible minifigs. But then someone suggested, and this was on Twitter somewhere or other, that they come up with like a poly bag of the guy. I mean, I know it sounds a bit corny. I would do a minifigure out of the guy, but this guy is the guy that brought us the Lego minifigure as we know it, and that was it. So he was the first. He's the guy that did it. And if anyone from Lego is tuned in or one day looks back and watches this, please do something, whatever you do, to commemorate this guy and the massive influence that he's had on all of us, around the world. It's incredible.
Yeah, free to all VIP members. Just show up at the Lego store.
I think that they should make one and then just give it away. Like any purchase, they just give it away.
Yep.
Just
show up and ask for it and just give it to
he designed the minifigs, so
And obviously, we all know how important minifigures are.
Yeah.
Even for people that don't collect them. I mean, obviously, they're part of the sets and stuff. I mean,
sig figs.
Sig figs, yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's name, by the way, is Jens Nygaard Knudsen. He was born in 1942 and obviously passed away in 2020. But
that being said, he lived a long life. Like, we can't say, like, it wasn't his time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I mean, it's a fairly long while, but it's, 60, 70, 80 years? Yeah, I mean, it's a good innings, we'd say, giving it a cricket term. But he's, do you know what? There's a guy online called Robin Hull, and he's done a little sig fig of him, and it looks fantastic. So, it's one of those things. This guy brought to the world the minifigure. I think the least Lego can do is commemorate him.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
The thing is about like the minifig line, which we got to kind of look at it like most of these minifigs are done at least a year and a half in advance. So like you said, they're probably going to be the next one. So the next minifig series we're getting this year. So series 20 comes out April. Shoot, was it 19th? I said it earlier. I don't even remember what it was. But it's like April 19th. And then Series 21 is coming out in 2021. But they're probably already done with those minifigs. Very likely. So if we want to see something, we'd probably see it in like 2022 with Series 22. So, yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, man. Who is unliking these videos?
Unliking?
Or disliking?
Disliking. I always get
people disliking your videos, Hi?
Well, I've noticed a small string, like, especially like I think the last, I don't know if it was the morning stream. There was one just a couple days ago, and it had like, I mean, it's not like it's a big deal, and it's definitely not as big as a lot of people have. But it was the most I had in one video. It was like 4 or 5. But I was just thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if he's gonna get a couple of dislikes because I'm maybe something to do with me. And yeah, I look and there was like 2 dislikes on this video. I'm like, who's disliking this, man?
I don't think it's because of you. I don't think it's because of anybody. People are just butthurt. There's some people where they don't get to join a stream, right? Or the stream's full. Or let's say you had said, oh yeah, you could pop in, buddy, and then somebody pops in. Little kids are kind of like that. I think, like, I'm not saying all little kids are, right? Not generalizing all of them, but that's kind of how they are. Like, for me, I remember.
I'm sorry, man. I just don't like the minions, dude. It's like.
Oh yeah! Holy crap! 32 freaking dislikes. I'm like, wow! Like, I pissed off a lot of people. I lost 16 freaking subscribers, and I'm like, that hurts.
If we had that many subscribers, me and Brandon, it would be like starting from zero. Again.
Yeah, man, that really hurt us. Goodness.
It sucked. I'm just like, okay, it's not like I. Like, that being said, it could have been like originally I had a bad word in my title, but I took it out after an hour. And during that time, I'd only lost like 2 subscribers. But I changed it from the S word, cuss word, but I put like the little like symbols or whatever to crap, right? Oh, I still triggered people. Still getting more dislikes and unsubs. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. So, but I'm not gonna hide back behind an opinion. I was talking to Ryan a couple months ago, and like he used to always say, you care about what people think way too much. He's like, when you stop caring, that's when you're gonna be successful. Ryan said something to that extent to me, and I'm like, oh, he was totally right. Like, once you stop caring about what people think, you're gonna be way more successful. So
yeah, you're kind of unshackled when you don't have to worry about that, because it's kind of liberating, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And I prefer it, even if it's something I don't want to hear.
Yeah. Like, if you make a video and you're like, this set is crap, if I disagree with you, I'm just going to have a nice discussion in the chat. I won't even dislike the video. I'll most likely like the video. But if I don't disagree with you and I'm that butthurt about it, I'm not going to dislike it. I just won't hit the like button, right? But, like, I've never been, like, butthurt about anybody's opinion, right? I'm just like, we all can have opinions. Yeah. And I know, like, the difference is I'm reaching, like, a kid audience. So kids get triggered about a lot of stuff. You don't like this? Oh, I hate you then, right? And so for me, it's like, I'm not going to waste myself trying to please everyone.
Well, you're not going to please everybody anyways. It's impossible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the past, though, like, if I don't like a set, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Oh, when I saw the Minion sets, I was so triggered, I wasn't going to filter myself. No filter here. I'm just like, no, these suck. These are horrible. Mega Block did a better job.
So, guys,
And I believe they did for the design of the minifigs. I believe that Mega Bloks did a better job. The sets, they're not good either. I do like the buildable minions, and the Chinese set, whatever, kind of has like the Chinese New Year vibe. So even if you took out the minions, you could throw that into your Chinese New Year display if you had one. But also then you look at like, you know, the rest of the sets and you're like, oh my God, these are bad. I thought Trolls were bad originally. That being said, like I said, I'm now a Trolls semi-fan enough that I will never purchase it at full price, but you give me 75% off or 50% off, I'll buy them. So. But Hive was right. I remember I said, Hive, I'm going to convince you to like Minions when they came out. I don't even like them.
I mean, yeah, I'm always up for the challenge. Somebody prove me wrong, but I've never liked them.
We're going to have a Minions building stream. Everybody who's down, let me know. We're going to have a Minions building stream.
I think, honestly, the biggest thing, because, like, I ain't going to lie. I mean, like, I don't think the minifigure one's as much, but, like, the buildable one, like, it looks cool. I like how it's got the snot technique and everything, and it's curved. I just cannot stand to hear those things talk, dude. As soon as they open their mouth, man, I start, like, want to put a screwdriver through my head.
Wasn't it funny if they all included a sound brick on the inside? You just press the button, banana!
Don't you dare be fat. Don't you dare.
Lego's watching. Oh, shoot. Okay. Next Minions Live, we're just going to put in a bunch of sound bricks and have them say that.
Right.
I haven't heard much.
They sure are popular, though.
They are. Yeah.
I've not heard much about the Trolls sets. I mean, they are out there.
They don't seem to be selling well. I mean, Trolls is a merchandising guru. Like, those stuff usually sell really well. Every store that I've been to, like, I don't have any, like, numbers or whatever, like, I've had in the past about, like, other themes. But just based on going to stores and seeing how they're always full to the brim, I don't think they're selling. I really don't.
No.
I'm sure it's just one of those things that, you know, Lego is trying out. You know, they try out a lot of stuff. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it sticks.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, the thing is with Trolls is that, I don't know, I mean, personally, I think they're kind of like of a similar genre to Minions, aren't they?
Yeah, in a way.
The genre, yeah, maybe. I mean, it seems like it's generally a certain demographic as far as the audience goes. I honestly don't know which one I hate more, the Trolls or the Minions.
I think Minions is worse, but that being said, anybody can convince me. Jeff's too good if he starts dropping reviews and I like them. I'll admit to being wrong, so.
Yeah, no, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I like them, I'll admit it. I'll tell everybody.
Hive will be like building with my friend Minion. You'll have like a Minion right next to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to name him BFAB.
Yes.
The BFAB Minion.
Just in honor of how much BFAB loves Minions as much as I do.
I'm just like, I feel like a hypocrite because like when it first got announced, everybody was saying it was crap, and I'm like, no, this is going to be amazing, guys. And everybody's like, no, you're wrong. And then images get revealed, and everybody's like, these are great. And I'm like, no, these suck. So I was too optimistic. So.
Well, you know, what are you going to do?
I learned never be too optimistic, guys.
It's good to start being optimistic, man, especially when it comes to Lego themes. But there's that new thing coming out, the Monkey Boy one. That's a potential one.
Yeah, Monkey Kid. Yeah, that's gonna be really cool. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've grasped what the heck that is, man.
I think it follows like something like. Did you used to watch back in the 70s, Brandon, or 80s?
I was gonna say I was born in '77, brother. So I wasn't watching too much in the '70s.
Did you ever watch the reruns of Monkey Magic?
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, what's Monkey Magic?
Oh, dudes, you've got to look it up.
I
mean, it's nothing. It's probably not what I'm thinking, but
I was thinking,
Greg, of course not.
I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Honestly, check it out. It's bizarre.
Was it animation?
No, it's Asian and it's live action.
I mean, I can tell you what Monkey Kid's about. Monkey Kid, I mean, I don't know if they have the same thing, but Monkey Kid is about a person. It's kind of based off some Chinese thing where a person went to travel and try to get the scriptures for the Buddha or something. So I guess it's an adaptation of that. So
wait, I wonder if it's kind of like the Monkey King.
That's what he's talking about. That's what the Monkey King
It's
is.
similar to Journey to the West or whatever. So
Yeah. I've seen that.
That's the
Yeah.
story of the Monkey King, the Journey to the West.
Because that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I
See, I don't
assumed that
know
the CMF minifigure was like a year ago was based
yeah,
on.
basically that was like a hint at what is probably going to come. So
But I didn't know that that's what this Monkey Boy thing was.
It's going to sell like crazy in the Asian market.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, that's what they're aiming at.
Yeah, it's like
I
because
think
that are set for Westerners. It's like it's about time that they were like, "Hey, Asia, look, here's something for you guys."
Right.
yeah, Brandon, I think I sent you a GIF of it. See if you of Monkey Magic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that is the Monkey King I'm watching. I'm watching. Yeah, he's riding on a cloud. Yeah, that's him. That's
Wait,
the
what is it in the private chat? Man, look, there's like 6 comments in there, man.
No.
Way behind.
Brandon, I tweeted it to you. I think I have anyway.
Oh.
Here we go. I'll try.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Have a look.
Oh, come on. That's what they're doing?
Yeah.
it's going to be an adaptation, so it might not be exactly like that. It might be have like some elements from that. So,
Dude,
but it
they
actually
could have gone
sounds
like
really
with
good.
like. Well, no, they could have gone with that. Never mind. That's too violent. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, that's cool. Rock on.
That was the most convincing. That's cool out there. So,
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, I like it better than Minions.
yeah, straight up.
That's not going to be hard by the sounds of it, though, mate. To be fair.
What's up, Doc?
What? Did I say something?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I interrupted you. My bad.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
We always interrupt Doc. It's not that hard to do.
It seems like I always interrupt everybody.
I'm a pro at that too. So,
Brandon, how long are we actually streaming for tonight?
Actually, we should be cutting it loose.
All right. We'll give it like another 10 minutes or so.
I'm sorry?
We'll give it another 10 minutes. We'll wind
Yeah,
down.
yeah, we can go another 10 minutes. That's fine.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get some chow, and I think Donnelly and I are going to do a little shopping. I'm not sure.
Yeah, man.
ooh,
I can feel some burgers coming on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's got that toy store, that local toy store to hit up today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to get there before they close.
Yeah.
Actually, the one that I went to last weekend, which I'm kind of disappointed in right now, and I'm not going to sit here and rip on them online right now. But, well, partially because the guy, actually, BFAB has heard me talk about this a little bit before.
yeah,
It's the owner of Classic Plastic Bricks. Now, I've
Yeah.
heard some things about this guy.
Yeah.
I've only had very limited interactions with him. I've talked to him, not really realizing he was maybe the owner or something like that. I just thought maybe he just worked behind the counter. But Iceberg seems to be pretty good friends with him.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to like crap on him, but I don't understand what the heck is going on with the store right now because I've gone there before in the past and like nobody was there for whatever reason. So if I wanted a set, I can go down and the person that was at the register would come upstairs and they can unlock it and get the set for me and I pay for it. But this time, I wanted to sift through all the bricks and I didn't want to have this guy just standing there for who knows how long,
Watching you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but it doesn't say anything because, it's not like it's that far. It's about 25 minutes away or so. But, I don't want to drive all the way out there, man. If you're not going to be there, because it says when I call, the hours are this or whatever. So I don't know, man. So I was going to go to that one because they have actually a really good deal going on today. They got you could fill up well, this I didn't understand. I don't know if it's a typo because it says you could fill up a gallon bucket for $10.
A gallon bucket.
Yeah. Now maybe even a gallon bag, but it's still a gallon of space that you could put Lego in. But you could fill up a 50-gallon bucket for like $75. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't I just fill up 5 1-gallon bags for 50? You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was a typo or something or what, but
Well, you might have to point that out and they'd be like, oh shit.
But yeah, so they had the sale going on today from 11 to 5. Or 11 to 4, 11 to 4, 11 to 5, something like that. So I knew I wasn't going to get there before the stream. I was thinking about maybe trying to go there after the stream, but honestly, I don't want to go there and like nobody be there or something, man. So I think I'm gonna go to All Time Toys, the other place I went to last time.
What's All Time Toys all about? What's All Time Toys all about? Did they do the bucket as well with the older bricks in it?
Yeah, so they have a really huge table, and it's completely filled. Like, I mean, man, I don't know how many thousands of pieces of Lego there are in that thing. But so you can grab. They have large pick-a-brick cups, and you can't keep the cup, but yeah, you can fill up one of those cups, and you can have stuff sticking out. They don't care for $5, man.
That's good going, man.
Yeah,
That's a nice deal.
Yeah, I filled up. I got 3 of those cups. Yeah, I got 3 of them last time. I keep wanting to say it was 3.5, but so yeah, I mean $15, and I had a huge, like a gallon bag, like full, like overflowing almost. So yeah, pretty awesome. Especially when you just need like some random pieces, you know.
No, I don't think we have anything like that in this country. God, again,
Shame, dude.
What do we have that we can go to that we can just kind of sort through buckets of Lego? And I mean, it sounds like a really good way of, spending an hour or so just kind of sorting through and killing off a bit of time. It sounds great.
I mean, luckily, you guys have BrickLink and stuff, that you can order from for random pieces. But it is really cool just going somewhere and just sifting through all this stuff and just picking out. And plus, you find stuff that are pretty cool. Or, I mean, for instance, like not with that, but with the random huge bins of Lego I bought. I found all kinds of like rare Lego pieces and old Lego pieces in them. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like you're getting a little further, man.
I tell you what, this is a really nice set.
It's a pretty smart looking car.
Yeah,
I'm liking this. This is a bit Mad Max kind of looking.
I know. I was gonna say I like the exhaust on that engine like that. That thing is awesome looking.
Oh my god, the vibration on that thing would just kill you.
For sure.
Be like that baby. Now you shake a baby and it hurts your brain. Same thing would happen to adults in that car. It's like your brain bouncing on the top of your skull.
Yeah, no, Gargade's saying that there's nothing in this country like that. It kind of sucks, Gargade. I mean, I pop in your charity shop every now and again just on the hope that there might be some sort of Lego in there, but I've never.
Wait, you pop in what?
Sounds like a business opportunity.
Wait.
I heard that too, BFAB.
Oh, okay.
He said charity shop, which means thrift store.
Yeah, thrift shop.
Oh, we thought you could come up popping.
Oh Lord, Americans! Dang.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I apologize for our crude humor.
I think we all heard that. Like, wait, what?
Like they don't watch enough PBS. Dang.
I know I did. I was like, what? But BFAB got it out before I said it.
I need some American translations going on there, man.
Oh man, no, you really don't. You really don't.
Oh, okay.
You really don't want any more translations.
Just look up this later today.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, I'll type it in the private chat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, I got what you mean. Yeah.
That's not what he said. He said he popped into a charity shop.
That's what we thought he said.
Yeah, and just to be clear, BFAB, those are 2 very, very different things.
Oh man,
very funny.
Eventually, we're gonna have Greg going like, "I hate you guys."
Goddamn Americans, what have they done to our language?
I do feel like sometimes you're the more mature one out of us, Greg.
Oh no, I agree with that 100%. But I'm trying to do this.
That's why I was just like, "There's no way he said what you guys thought he said." This is Greg. No, like, he would not say that. He would not go there.
You're right. He would not go there, at least not on a live.
Not live.
No, not live.
Not on this stream.
Oh man, so I gotta think of what the heck I'm gonna eat after this stream.
Oh yeah. So what time is it where you are, Doc? Are you getting ready for breakfast or lunch? What's your thing?
Well, I'm getting ready to go to bed, but just got done making for lunch because I got in-laws are over. So turkey and asparagus, and there was white rice and mashed potatoes with gravy and carrots.
Yeah, that sounds really good. And I love asparagus, man.
I tell you what, I could definitely eat some of that right now.
Heck
I
yeah.
am starving Marvin, I am.
Yeah, I'm like roasting turkey. Turkey is not something only to be eaten once a year.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, especially if you love chicken. I'm just like, why not have chicken deluxe and have the turkey?
Well, there's more protein in turkey, that's for sure, man.
I can't wait to have some barbecue chicken so I can try out that barbecue sauce that Kittenville sent us.
Oh yeah, didn't you get three hot sauces? I thought.
Yeah, Kittenville, if you're out there, I gotta ask because I never bothered to ask. Like, why did you send me so many hot foods? I know I probably said like I like spicy food in the live streams or something. Because Donnelly and I, we do like some spicy food.
Well, each one plays like a different kind of heat too, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, yeah.
But it was very interesting. Oh, I was so grateful though, man. Kittenville was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good vlog, man. I enjoyed that. Well, actually, it wasn't a vlog, was it? It was a Lego haul and shout out.
Yeah, no, it was a haul. Yeah, because I had the other pieces, like the gray brick pieces too, that I had.
I was like, because
but you know, it's pretty wild. He's my first sig fig.
Ha!
Yeah,
like I don't even have a sig fig yet.
Brandon, my mum's going over to see my brother in June, so I'm gonna give her lots of little packages of my sig figs to send out to everyone in America.
Definitely, man.
Paul's just ordered up some of his as well, so we'll have a couple coming your way.
Because I mean, eventually I'm gonna have a bunch made up, and I'm just, I'm gonna give them away. I'm not trying. Like, I'll have stickers and T-shirts and stuff. I'll sell eventually, like at like conventions and all that. But I'm just gonna be giving my sig fig away or trading. I'm hoping to trade with people because I want to get sig figs of everybody else and put them in the city.
He's gonna sell them for $250 each. So if you want a Hive sig fig, $250, you got it.
What are you talking about?
I was saying you're gonna sell your sig figs for $250.
Oh, no, I feel terrible about that, man.
250 Lego dollars.
No, real money. Hive is trying to make some profit here, guys. $250 for a Hive sig fig.
Oh gosh, dude, I'd be ripping people off, man. Man, this is kind of weird. How does this go on?
Show us out to the screen. Come on.
No.
Let's take a look.
Well, it's this piece.
Yeah.
And I've got it's put together correctly.
Or so he thinks.
Oh, never mind.
It's tough when you're under the spotlight.
Yeah.
They are fiddly though. There's no doubt about it. It's a bit like Speed Champions, BRICK HIVE. They are fiddly and lots of fiddly, but there you go. That's little elements for you.
Dang it. I knew that piece that flew off the table was going to...
Essential.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's probably one of the extra pieces. No.
That's wishful thinking, mate. Wishful thinking.
All right. Doggone it. Oh, it's such a tiny piece, too. Oh, there it is. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe I found it so fast. That's amazing. That's like the first time that's happened.
And we caught it all on camera. Nicely recovered, Brandon. Nicely recovered, mate.
I'm telling you, man, anytime anything falls on this floor, it's gone.
Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Look at that behind Doc. There's sunlight.
Yeah, it's daylight. It's daylight.
Yeah. It's pitch black here.
It's cloudy.
I know, it is weird, Greg, that it's freaking pitch black where you're at.
I'm thinking, why have you got the sun and we've got the darkness? It's not fair.
Yeah, normally when I stream, it's all dark, though.
It is. This is the weird thing. We don't normally get to see what lies behind you.
Yeah, dark during the daylight.
So, Mr. Puppet, are we going to see a stream way later?
Oh, and tonight?
Yeah.
What's tonight? Saturday. Oh yeah, there might be a waiting for the Hive stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, the waiting for the Hive stream. Yeah.
That might also motivate me to go to the gym. So, because I've been sleeping a lot recently. So,
Oh, good Lord. All
Well,
right.
you probably
now
need
the
some
pressure's
sleep.
on.
All right.
Don't deny yourself sleep.
Well, the waiting for the Hive stream. I don't know what time it would make it. Let's see, 4 a.m.
Dude, I want to get
For-
into
for
the
you.
make it to the Hive stream.
For
I wanna get
you.
your live stream, dude.
Be like, hey, Hive, you're supposed to be starting your stream now. What are you doing?
Oh crap!
Yeah, wake him up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is 11 o'clock for me. BFAB. That's too soon. That's too soon
Whatever-
for waiting for a
whatever
Hive.
time, I'll just be up and try to work out. And, I need to start. Like, Guy told me this. He's like, if you want to be jacked by June, you should be hitting the gym like 4 hours a day. I'm like, 2 is not enough.
4 hours. God.
Oh, that's a long time, man.
Well, that's why you got to work that cardio in there. So 20 minutes on the exercise bike,
Dude, that's
and-
half
The
a day
thing
of
is,
work.
like, since my car accident, right? Like back in April of last year, right? So, like, every time I do like cardio, I can like it hurts because I can still feel like the metal in my leg, right? So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
pretty cool, man.
So you ride
Yeah.
the bike, or you like? Because I would think running or jogging or whatever, that's going to put more stress on it than when sitting on an exercise bike and just kind of pedaling.
Well, all of that, like anything where it comes to having to do with my leg or whatever, it kills. It really does.
Gotta work through
Like,
the pain. Gotta work
Yeah.
through that pain.
you literally have to, yeah. But it's one of the worst. Like for a while, it's one of the worst pains that you can feel because, like, but like it just doesn't feel comfortable. Like today, I tapped my leg on like the door barely, and it just
Yeah.
it hurt like crazy. Now, if I would have tapped my other leg on the door, it wouldn't have hurt. But since I have the metal in my leg and the cuts on both sides from getting the surgery, it still hurts. So
Yeah, that's mad.
yeah.
So yes, TJ, yes.
Plus, that's a drill, like, we have screws and plates in my leg. They're drilling a hole in your bones. So, that's never going to change unless I get it removed, which I could. But then I have this hole in my bones. So, yeah.
It won't.
I
Close,
remember,
the hole won't close after they take the screw out.
No, I'm pretty sure that won't heal it. So, yeah.
I remember
It's going to take a really long time.
my stepdad had metal screws in his ankle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's where I have mine too. Yeah. So,
Wow.
Yeah, my
dude,
sister-in-law has a fake hip. Had to get it replaced,
Yeah, I was
and then get the replacement replaced after so many years. It wears out, apparently.
It does,
Oh,
yeah. 'Cause
wow.
I thought I was going to have a hip replacement, and but according to my surgeons and specialists, they said that I was too young to have it. So kind of good in one respect, but it's just wear and tear, man. But we're just as bodies, we're mechanical devices. When you get down to the bare bones, if you pardon the pun, it's we're just mechanical devices, and we do wear.
Oh yeah.
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 Which sucks. Why can't we all be perfect, young, jacked, beautiful, all forever, right?
Wow.
Well, in the future, we'll all have robot bodies.
There you go.
Yeah, when you're getting old, because your sig fig looks better than you do.
Yeah.
That's funny, Craig. Yeah. What?
You got
I think
any?
you're old when you keep saying back in the day. I always say that to kids. I'm like, no, back in my day, I never acted like that. Or when you realize you start hating a lot of kids, like I'll be on streams and kids will be saying stupid stuff. I'm like, dude, I was never this stupid when I was a kid. And triggered some people. So
The cross,
I think-
whatever the cross trainers might be better for you. Beat
To be
that.
quite honest with you, though, man, I don't really see a whole lot of difference for the most part between many kids and many adults. I see a lot of adults that are way immature, and I see a lot of kids that actually have a good head on their shoulders.
yeah, I mean, I get that. The thing is, like for me, example, when I'm on live streams and kids are screaming and talking over each other, when I used to stream back in the day when I was a kid, I didn't say anything. If somebody was talking, I knew when to shut up, right?
Oh, yeah, times have
Yeah.
changed as far as that crap goes.
Yeah.
I feel I almost feel bad for these kids growing up because I don't know what they're gonna do, man, when they're adults.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't know.
It's
You can't
just
act the way you do.
Things change, don't they? That's the thing, guys.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Yeah.
We go, different generations. You'll get BFAB. One day you'll say to someone, "Goes, God, this music's terrible that I'm listening to on the radio," and you'll be like,
without even realizing, you'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm my father." No.
No, I don't even see that now. Like back in the day, I'm like, oh my goodness, kids like the whole like dabbing things. I'm like, are kids stupid? You see like the old people trying to do it, and the young people doing. They all just look stupid doing dabbing. I'm not saying I haven't done it before, but
Oh, I do it every time I see my daughter. I'm like, oh hey, you remember this? Yeah,
well, I mean, here's the thing. You have a kid, so it's different. But like when you see like some like old grandma dabbing at a game or something with their team won, or if you see some like little kid like dabbing for the heck, unless they're a cute little like 5-year-old kid or whatever, like when little kids do it, it's cute. But when like a teenager does it or whatever, it's all weird and stuff. You just want to punch them, So.
All right. Well, I don't feel that mad about it, but okay.
I'm feeling a bit mad about it.
Just a dab after all, It's just like whatever.
Motion detected at the front door.
Oh,
someone. That was Alexa.
I'm like, someone lives in the future. Damn.
Yeah.
His wife is breaking in. It's his wife detector alert. So
actually, I thought it was gonna be her for a second.
Here's a fun tip. I have lots of Easter eggs to discover. For example,
Alexa,
say beam me up.
Shut up.
Beam me up.
Oh wow, that was a total Star Trek thing too. It was like
she can't hear. Oh, when I say dang it, she can't hear us because he's got those headphones on.
Dang, Alexa's a freak. She said beat me up. Dang.
Dude, she is, dude.
Yeah. I guess with Alexa, you can just get hold of her and chuck her out the window.
No. We pay too much money for her.
Well, there's also a stop listening button you can push on the top of it. You'd be like, stop listening right now. And then turn it back on later. You'd be like, hello.
Hello.
I hope that's right.
Let's have a look. Come on, show it up. We can tell you if it's right or not. Even though we don't know.
Well, I'm hoping that basically that the back sits up a little bit further than the front because it's hard to tell because my camera won't focus. But there's an extra piece.
Well, yeah, it looks fine.
Detected at the front door.
Oh, good Lord! C3PO, get the dang door and stop bothering me.
That was actually my wife probably getting the mail.
Okay, but dang.
Oh, that is too funny.
Pretty soon it's going to be like, neighbor's dog is peeing on the lawn. I mean, stop.
Well, and I don't know if you guys know about the whole cats leaving on my porch thing. They set off Alexa all the damn time, man.
Oh, God.
I'm like, Alexa, yell at the cats. Oh, crap, I said her name.
Is there a speaker outside on the front porch?
No. Oh, yeah.
Alexa is listening.
So then she could. You could be like,
Well,
activate front porch.
No, Alexa can't activate it. We have that Ring doorbell, so you can talk through it.
Okay.
Someone did a
So
video.
I could scare the mailman if I really wanted to. Like I said, just put the mail in and be like, hey! Yeah.
We're going to put an Alexa warning on this stream. Apologies to anyone watching this years from now and all their Alexas going crazy around their head.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I bet you guys would activate her if I had the headphones off.
Oh, God, if you had the headphones off all the time, I'd be like, Alexa!
Alexa, set an alarm at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Alexa, turn off the lights.
Oh, man. That would be crazy.
Technology at its finest.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we're about to get ready to cut it down, huh?
Yeah.
Chop it on down.
Yeah, Alexa's like spying on you. She's always listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get into that conversation.
Right. Well, you can go on to the Google website and find a transcript of everything she's heard and listed and delete what you want.
I am Alexa.
Really?
Yeah.
I am listening and watching you.
I did not know that.
I wish Alexa did sound like that. God.
That would be amazing.
I did mess this up.
Oh. It's easily done, mate.
think. Maybe I didn't.
I mean, it looks like the roof is going to fit on fine. The windshield will fit on fine. And that upper back part, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, if anything, even if it is wrong, the only thing it's going to do is just sit up a little bit more in the back.
Yeah.
By, like, one plate.
Well, flip the book to the cover and look at the picture of the car, and then kind of, you know, see if you.
It's really hard to tell. Actually, I think it does. It's easier to tell from the back. Well, it's gotta.
Yeah, especially because it has no rear window, so why wouldn't it be taller in the back?
Well, and plus I don't have any like extra pieces, you know, or missing pieces. So yeah, I mean, it's gotta be.
Yeah, and it's a European sports car. That means the, you know, engine's probably in the back.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Doc,
Doc is right for once. I am surprised.
Alexa, what's going on? What happened to your voice?
I went through a puberty and I sound like this now.
Okay.
Alexa, you definitely have no PPT.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Alexa,
I can't tell you how many times I come home or check the mail or something, and Alexa's like, "Yes, motion at your front door," and I'm like, "Yeah, it was me."
I'm watching you, Brick Hive.
well, one day they'll add sensors that you and your wife can carry with you, so that way it recognizes your, you know, your movement.
Yeah. No.
We can start winding down now, Brandon.
I thought we were already winding down.
Well, you know what it's
Remember
like.
we were like, yeah, 10 minutes?
Yeah, that was half an hour ago.
No, but seriously, I gotta go.
All right. Well, look,
Do not listen to your wife.
It's not just that, dude.
you look like Brandon. Are you shrinking?
I thought we'd be probably going to like 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wasn't really thinking we were gonna go an extra like 40 minutes or so. But even though sometimes I know we do go a little longer.
You can blame that on the time zones, mate. Blame it all on the time zones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I blame it on
Right.
everything.
Yeah, because it's only 12:30. Let's go. We still got 2.5 hours, right?
First and foremost, thank you for everyone who's in the chat tonight. Garligade, especially Titanium, everyone, Soda Brick Builder, everyone who's been there tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Let's not forget Paul. Paul was here.
Paul, that's right. Yeah.
And of course, as well as Brandon and my good self, we've had Doc and BFAB as well. So thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Been
Yeah,
brilliant.
you guys were our first guests.
Yeah.
It's been brilliant. You guys are the first, and definitely not the last. Everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz to Brick Hives. Check out Doc's and BFAB's website as well for all the up-to-date stuff and all the great content that everybody gives out. So thank you as always for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on the Transatlantic Lego live stream.
Bye, everybody.